Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the VRA GTCC production brought to you by BSTV tonight. In the booth with me at Okayama International Slippery and Very Foggy Circuit is Clyde Whiting. Good evening, Clyde.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Pete.
In here should be Bill Switzer. Good evening, Bill.
Hi, Pete. Good evening, everybody.
And also joining us for a Starlight, I don't know what I'm saying now. Commentary is Stacey. How you doing?
Hi, Pete. Hi, everyone.
And also Sam Boozan's doing all the cameras, bells, whistles, buttons, and things that we don't understand.
Good evening, everybody.
Excellent stuff. My screen keeps strobing every so often, so apologies if I go very, very quiet for long periods of time. We are at Okayama. We are driving GTEs. These are the angry cousin of the GT3s. The more racy, higher speed, unadulterated version, which does have traction control and no ABS. I was corrected last week by Mr. Tyler Newitt. We are at Okayama. What do you know about Okayama, Clyde?
It's in Japan.
Yeah, good start.
I don't know what it's like now, but it used to be very, very slippery.
Yep.
And we seem to have a lot of fog.
It's early morning at the moment. In sim time, it's nearly 8 o'clock. I expect that Japan is very foggy at this time of day, so we are geographically and environmentally, that's probably not the right way, atmospherically correct.
Is it fog or is it smog?
Technicalities. But we are here with, that's dirt. I saw that. Somebody's off the track there. We are very much into our second race. This is qualifying that we're in at the moment. 30 minutes of, and we're 7 minutes in due to a technical issue that we're blaming Adam Watson for, because he joined late and everything got a bit messed up. It looks like Jamie's retracted a message and then said yay, and then go Carl. I don't know. But yes, interesting. That's what made me pause. We've got quite a good field. We've got 30 drivers now. Suddenly added 10 apparently. And Okayama, is this one of your favourites, Bill? I know that the last update put a lot of grip on the track compared to what it used to be like. What's it like for you?
I haven't raced here since the update. It's really not one of my favorites. But it's a track that everybody that gets into iRacing generally gets to do quite a few races on. It's interesting, got a lot of different corners and stuff. It's a mix-up of a lot of stuff, but it's not really one of my favorites, to be perfectly honest with you. But maybe a good show anyway. I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
We do reasonably around here, and by reasonably I mean I don't crash and die, and I end up in the midfield. Stacey, do you know anything about Okayama?
I don't really, but it looks like a track that Martin doesn't really like at the moment. I was just watching a bit of his practicing. He's had a couple of offs and a bit of drifting, like what's been going on the screen at the moment. But yeah, I don't know much about it. It doesn't look much of a fun track, to be fair, but I don't know. I haven't driven it.
So, seeing as I'm the only one that likes it, I'll describe it to you. I suggest, Sam, you find somebody who's going to be on track for a few minutes, like Jamie Wilson, and we go on board with him, and I'll describe the fun that is Okayama. When we get on board with him. There we go. So, where are we? We're coming into the last turn, so that was perfect timing. Here is the last turn. He's having to wrestle this beast, looking at what he did on the previous turn, the penultimate one. So this is the start-finish straight. We head into what is affectionately known as first corner. I don't know why they named it that, you decide. Once we get round here, it goes on forever this turn. You get on the gas for a little bit, and then you end up in Williams, which is a long, sweeping left-hander. Good overtaking opportunity there for a bit of door banging. Then you go through this little S, which is the Moss S's. Guess your own way to Moss. Obviously Sterling. This is Atwood Curve. This is uphill. Oh, he's not quite got that tied up. You lose the camber in that turn, so it washes the car out to the left. Then you end up on the back straight here. Huge amount of draft and slipstream up here. A little kink in it before you get into the hairpin corner, which this is. A great overtaking opportunity here. Stuff it down the inside. They can't really do anything. And then we're into Revolver, and then Piper is this one. They're almost 2 turns together, but not quite. So we floor it down here. I don't know what this is called, to be honest. And then this is Redmond. We turn left up the hill here. Lack of traction here is an issue. And then we turn right through Hobbs. Get as much curb as you can really there, and straighten the car up before you put your gas on. Not like that Porsche on the right hand side there. Take the last corner, which is Mike Knight's corner. And then you're back into last corner. That is its name. It's not just for fun. Avoid that gravel trap, the kitty litter there, and that is your lap of Okayama. So, is it such a boring track now, Bill and Stacey?
I didn't say it.
Really fun, exciting.
I didn't say it was boring. I said I don't really like it that much.
Yeah. Oh dear. And what's your experience of this place, Clyde? Have you driven here masses? You generally do in MX-5s, don't you?
Yeah, it's one of the tracks that comes free with iRacing when you sign up. So, yeah, I think, as Bill said, everybody's done thousands of laps around it, love it or hate it. I think I've done it a few times in the V8, but apart from that, I've always really avoided the Japanese track. It's just that that ice-like tarmac that iRacing depicted for Japan.
Yeah.
Although people say it's a lot better these days. So
yeah, that last update added a huge amount of grip level to it. I don't know why or what they did, but they did the same thing at Suzuka as well. So maybe it's just that they've realised it's not quite that slippy out in Japan. So we don't have to do drift championships on every track. So we'll give it some grip, and that's what they've done. It's definitely worked, in my opinion. There's Tyler Newitt chatting to everybody at the moment, making his way around the track. So, at the moment, we have... I'll talk about what happened last time in a moment. At the moment, we have Ty Simons top of your timing screens. Here's your provisional pole man. He's just entered pit lanes. No point in trying to find him. He's done a 1:24.67 as his best. After him is Paul Burgess. You'll see a theme here in a minute when I go through the standings from last time. Because the names are in a similar order. He's done a 1:25.05. Both of these are pro drivers. We'll talk about that in a moment. And then Martin Verschluven is in third. No, he's not. Sorry. Abdul Al-Amri has just posted a time a few thousandths better. And he's done a 1:25.10. And Martin Verschluven is now fourth with a 1:25.14. Only 1,000 slower is Tom Schluter on a 1:25.15. So there's not much in it at the moment, is there, Stacey?
Not much at all. I've just got a bit of inside information for you from Jamie Jeffrey. He's going to be joining us shortly.
All right, cool.
Running with no setup and no practice. So this could be interesting from Jamie tonight once he finally gets on.
That sounds very crashy, really, doesn't it?
Hoping not. Hopefully he keeps it clean and tries to enjoy the race even if he's got no setup or practice.
Yeah, where's Martin Brennan at the minute? He's down in 27th at the moment, but for this being a free track with the service, and for it being a track that you generally drive in your rookie D C-class license, it is remarkably technical getting around this track. You see a lot of experienced racers binning it on various different corners, and not the corners you'd expect. So this is a corner where the newbies kind of lose it at the hairpin. But then the next two corners is sometimes where the more experienced drivers lose it, and they go too wide there because they're using the track limits and there's gravel at the edges of there, and they end up like spearing off. But what it has shown in terms of, I hate agreeing with Clyde, but his split of how we got to our pro and am this season is apparently very good, because the top 14 drivers in this qualifying session are all pro drivers. When we get to position 15 are all pro drivers. When we get to 16 through 31 now, as Jamie Jeffrey just joins the session, they are all the AM drivers. Did you plan that, Clyde?
Yes.
Excellent. That was the answer I expected.
Although James McRitchie is letting the side down at the moment.
He kind of is. He's in 20th, and he's in 5th technically in the AM, even though he's a pro driver. But no, good effort in determining who's pro and who's am. We are halfway through this qualifying session at the moment. Who is your Starlight provider for us tonight, Bill? Anybody in that mix that you think is going to shine brighter than everybody else?
Phew, they're so close right now. That'd be a hard thing to pick, and I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's hard to guess against bet against guys like Ty Simons and Jamie Wilson, Tyler Newitt, Martin Van Sluven. They're all great drivers, so it's anybody's ball game. It's who can stay out of trouble.
Yeah, Okayama is a trouble track, it has to be said. Crashes around here. It's quite a wide track though. You can get like 3 and 4 cars wide around here. But when they go in spectacular fashion. I'll remind everybody of what happened last time out. So we'll talk about Pro first. Stuart Dick won the race last time out. And just to remind myself, we were at CMTP, or Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Last time it was a barnstormer of a race. It was very good. Stuart Dick won. Ty Simons was second. Paul Burgess was third. And that was the Pro finishing order. And then we had Marcus Blitz, Chris Shaw, who can't be with us tonight, sadly. Abdul Al-Amri, Mark Holloway, Anthony Downs, Tyler Newman, and Jeremy McClintock finished the top 10. And as far as I remember, Jeremy McClintock was... Oh, he's back. He's in Pro now, isn't he, of course? Is he in tonight or not? No, he's not. That's interesting. So in the AM standings, Anthony Downs he's in tonight. He's third at the minute in AM. He won last time. Baz Sluter was second. Barry van Englenhoven third. Marcel Kempenaar in fourth. Ralph Cullinan in fifth. Simon Chester sixth. Jamie Jeffrey seventh. Andy Perks in eighth. Frank T-Bosch in ninth. And Joseph Mitchell in 10th. So does that influence you any further in getting yourself a tag on someone, Bill, or are you still as nonplussed as you were before?
No, but I just a name that you mentioned, Marcel Kempenaar, is our quickest amateur at the moment, or I shouldn't call him amateur, AM division. He's got a 125.055, which would go pretty good in the Pro Series, actually.
Yeah, absolutely, it does.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 125.655. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, but that's still a handsome time, really, when you consider he's 1/10 off Jamie Wilson. No, he's 1/100th, off Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, pretty amazing. On the chat, I noticed our friend Yasamai wrote Misty Cliffs. He must be talking about the mist over Okayama here.
Yeah, definitely.
And I noticed Bob DeBerg, Okayama and fun should never be in the same sentence. How true.
Oh, dear.
How true.
Yeah. So, Stacey, anyone you're pinning your hopes on tonight? Or your expectations of a win?
Okay, I don't really want to jinx him, but I probably will. Paul Burgess.
All right, yep.
And then I think I'm going for Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I misheard you. Ben Cullen?
No, is it Sluter?
Oh,
Baz.
Baz Sluter.
Yeah.
Right, okay. All right, excellent. That's good.
That's what I'm going for.
I did think you were way off it when you said Ben Cullen. I know he's listening, that's all, and it's a wind up to him. What's he saying? Optimistic for turn 2 and overtakes. Yeah, that sounds about right. And you, Clyde, who have you got on your list of hopefuls?
Well, I'm going to put the Mockers on AAA. And,
oh, right, yeah.
And pin my tail on that donkey for the Pro win. And I'm going to pick Marcel Kempenaar in the AMS purely because you said he finished 4th and he was third step on the podium last time out.
Oh, right, okay. That's my bad then.
So just to make him feel better or worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Whichever way you look at it.
I think.
But again, the win can come from anywhere, can't it? Jamie Wilson is currently 13th in Pro, and he could win this race.
Yeah, it's totally true. I think my money is going to be on. It's hard to bet against Stuart Dick, but I think I'm going to have. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Stuart Dick. He's not lighting the timing screens up at the moment, but that's not what he does, is it? Generally, he stealths his way to the front.
He's usually always there.
Yeah, he hangs about and lets other people crash themselves off the track, and then mops up all the gravy afterwards. So
the only place he really fails is Coda. Remember, he took flying lessons there. What was the propelled grenade or something? First turn there.
It did look like someone had put a landmine under his car.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And the person that none of us have mentioned is the smiling assassin, the tactical genius, Tyler Newitt.
Very true. He's doing tyre warming at the minute, which I don't know why. It doesn't work.
And I see we have a low view of him today. We're looking up kind of from his driver's left here.
He changes that all the time, doesn't he?
And I'm glad I can't read lips because he probably told us to. Well, never mind. But anyway.
He's mixing it up with his camera angles. I'm expecting a cat's bum hole to come across the view there and obliterate his
He's still trying to find his good side. That's what it is.
Yeah. Try
maybe from behind.
Try near the window behind you. Yeah.
He's stopping on the side of the track.
Yeah, I think we've put him off too much because he was clearly. Oh no, he's letting people go. That's fine.
I think he's trying to burn out. I think he's trying to start move.
On a bend?
Well, you never know. I mean, Tyler's a different kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You can quite easily start on a bend round here. Been there, done that.
Yeah, I have as well. Yeah, in a V8, funnily enough. I was behind the last turn when we started the race. It was funny.
I was that far back. I was at turn 1.
It's a bear of a track with a V8. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's unreal. When you're doing those downhill sections and the back end's getting light on you, it's uncontrollable.
From the end of the back straightaway all the way around till you get on the front straightaway, it's a horror show.
Yeah, it's horrifically technical, isn't it, Bill? You've got to be so cautious on the gas, and these GTEs will be no different. They're not quite the savage monster that a V8 is, I don't think, but the principle is still the same. Be afraid of the gas pedal, absolutely.
Yeah, well, these cars definitely have an advantage on tires too, Pete.
Yeah, we're watching Ty Simons at the minute. He's got the tractor beam on Jamie Jeffrey at the minute, who's in that car just ahead of him. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Stacey, have you managed to prize Martin off his rig yet and get yourself some track time or not?
No, he keeps promising I'm going to get a go, but still hasn't let me have a go yet.
What you need to do is stealth yourself some Huskinveld pedals and some Simucube direct drive wheel and hub. And just get better kit than he's got, and then get driving.
Oh boy!
I think you should just walk.
He's going to upgrade his kit and then just give me his old stuff, but that hasn't quite worked out yet.
Walk in there naked with your BSTV beanie on. That'll get him out of the rig. We just had a message from the pie man, Carl Hardy. He's not racing tonight because he's too busy eating chocolate.
That's just not got decent priorities attached to it, has it, really?
Well, that's a different message to what I got. He said he's having another day being an Essex boy.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
No idea.
That's not real stuff, is it? What's that? So, I've got a question for the guys in the booth and on the chat. There are 3 Ferraris and 1 Ford in the top 14 positions. No BMWs. Don't know why I picked 14. There's 1 BMW in the top 50. Everybody else is a Porsche. Explain. Somebody explain to me why the Porsche is so dominant.
Because people like Beetles.
Are you saying it's a souped-up Volkswagen Beetle? Is that what you're saying? Really? You going there, are you?
I've been there.
Anybody else? Anything?
Maybe because the engine's in the back.
And
I'd say better handling for sure.
Perhaps
Right.
people
You could
can't
probably
spell
do better
BMW.
as well.
Oh dear. What was that?
about
Optimistic. Go on.
How about tradition?
How's that?
Porsche,
Yeah.
tremendous racing tradition. Are you
Oh,
kidding
you
me?
mean pedigree? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That too, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't think we were talking about Great Danes, but okay.
yeah. So, but you say that, but Ferrari, you know.
Well, Ferrari and Porsche are the same kind of company. They build racing cars, and occasionally they build street cars for people.
Yes, true.
BMW, no.
No, that's sports cars. No, I don't know what they are.
I
That's
slightly
why.
disagree with Porsche now, because
Well, as a
Porsche
principle or as a company or as a name?
as in building race cars with the occasional road car. They're building some god awful road cars at the moment.
Yeah, I saw one parked on someone's drive in the village that I live in, and I don't know what type of Porsche it was. It was that weird. It had a huge grille, and it was but ugly, and it was massive. It was like one of those, you know, the Audi Q8, I think it is. It's like it's only missing the turret off the top of it. And I don't know what Porsche it was, but it was just hideous, absolutely hideous. So sorry, Porsche, don't like it.
They're just going back to their roots.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
You know, we were mentioning that the BMW butt ugly, whatever model that is that we've been talking about with that big front end.
The M4 one.
Yeah, I read kind of an article by, I'm trying to think of who it was, but anyway, they mentioned a lot of other cars, and that seems to be the trend. If you look at some of these Jap cars, like some of the, what are they, Acuras or whatever they are, big front grille extends all the way. Whoa, that was a nice one. Extend all the way down almost to the ground in the front. You know, it's all blacked out, and it looks a little better than the BMW one, but this seems to be the current trend to put that big, you know, fish mouth on the front or whatever you want to call it. I
Big
don't know.
massive grill, yeah, absolutely.
I think that looks horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a fan of the very old Porsches, like the Porsche 356. I don't know what year that'd be, 1960 something.
60s, yeah, in the early mid 60s.
Yeah, I don't think you can pick one up for less than a tenner, if you know what I mean.
Try a quarter.
yeah, of a million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
Yeah, I still love that car. It was the one that, what was her name? In the film Top Gun, she had one, the 356. Kelly McGuinness. Yeah,
Kelly
Gillis.
McGuinness,
Sorry. Yeah. That was a fantastic car. That absolutely stunning. I'd not refuse one of them if it was given to me. What's your opinion on Porsches, Stacey?
Not a fan, to be honest.
So if someone gave you one, you'd turn it away.
Certainly would, unless it's a really old classic. Then yes, I'll take it.
Fair enough. What's people saying on the chat? All right, SDK's having some sort of fit. That's nice. Porsche is better on most tracks this season than the other cars. So that's Bod Berg. Hang on, I can't say that. Bod Berg. Yeah, that's the one. It's only 4 letters. How can I get that wrong?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Come on, Bill.
Bada
Oh, dear.
bada bing.
Yeah, that's quite funny actually. I like that. Yeah, he's saying it's a better performing car this season. All these cars have had updates as far as I'm aware. So
Yeah,
interesting.
I think he's saying it's going to perform better on most of the tracks.
Oh, right, I get it.
Over the season.
As an average, right. So that would mean that Paul Burgess and Martin Verstegen are doing a fantastic job getting their Ferrari and Ford, respectively, into the top 5. Very good.
I really don't want to insult anybody with BMW. I worked for them for 17 years, but I have to tell you, this M8 thing that's out there, the thing looks like the thing looks like a runaway Buick. It's a huge looking car.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There was one drove past me the other day. It took 20 minutes to pass me.
Oh,
20
I know.
minutes.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's funny.
Funny because it's true, Stacey.
Mm-hmm.
They are huge, though. Even the BMWs in this. Sorry, we've gone checkered. So, We'll wait for the session to finally finish, which it will do in the next 2 minutes.
Trick driving.
I know, yeah.
By
He's either showing off or showing up. One of the two. So, nobody's going to revise any positions because they stayed pretty much the same from that halfway point in that qualifying session.
Adam Watson has just gone above Adam
Oh,
Wright.
he has. Yep.
In
Cool.
8th.
Battle of the Adams, that'll be. Go on then. You're not on the chat, are you? I'm talking to Sam and he's not on the chat. He's doing the stealth thing in the background. We should do that.
We've been here before, Pete.
We did it the entire last time that you did anything. Oh, hang on. Mine's strobing like crazy.
I'm on a replay.
This is
his hot lap.
fastest lap, I believe.
You're gonna have to do this one, Clyde or Bill, because mine's strobing like a crazy
I've got
thing.
the same thing.
Have you really? Right. Okay.
Well, we're on board with, I believe it's Ty Simons. Okay, he's going up toward the, I don't know what turn you call it, the off-camber right-hander going up the back straightaway. And one thing about this back straightaway that Pete didn't mention, but I'm sure he's well aware of it, that it's uphill all the way. It's not like the car works really hard to get up this hill. And he's coming into the hairpin. Nicely done. Go down to, what's this called, Revolver or something like that.
Redwood, I think, isn't it?
And then Piper.
No, Revolver, yeah. Yeah, Piper, yeah.
And then down the little short straight to...
This is Redmond. Sorry, I was getting it wrong.
Redmond and Hobbs. Redmond?
Whoa!
Whoops, and we just got cut off. I don't know what happened. But anyway, is that where he spun? Is that where he couldn't have spun? That was a hot lap. Anyway.
Yeah, that was the end of the qualifying session, so it chopped Sam off.
Yeah, got timing a bit wrong. Trying to do it, guys.
No worries.
This is the first time, so there you go.
Hey, we'll get over it.
If you want a professional broadcast, go somewhere else. So,
Hey.
Yeah, and preferably someone that do not use SDK gaming and trying to sort out everything while doing the broadcast at the same time. Thanks to SDK.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So let's sympathise with Sam for a minute. So your pole man for tonight will be Ty Simons from Paceworks Esports. Off second will be Abdul Al-Amri for Asymmetric. Also for Asymmetric will be Paul Burgess off third, with Martin Verschluven fourth for Dutch's Esports Alpha, and then Tom Sluter for Dutch's Esports Charlie. Tyler Newitt will go off sixth for BSTV Esports Green. Stuart Dick will go off seventh for Asymmetric. Eighth will be Mark Draper. No, it won't. Adam Watson will be eighth. Adam Wright will be ninth for BSTV Esports Yellow. 10th will be Mark Draper. Jonathan Foote will be 11th for Paceworks Esports, and Marco Loert for VTS Red will be 12th. Who's taking on 13th onwards?
All right, 13th is Ben Cullen, BSTV Esports Yellow. 14th, Marcus Blitz, VTS Red. 15th, Jamie Wilson, Team Chimera. 16th, Marcel Campanar and Dutchess Esports Charlie. 17th, Bob Scooter, Dutchess Esports Bravo. 18th is James McRitchie in Asymmetric. 19th, Callum Mooney in Amsymmetric. Oh, that's interesting. 20th is Anthony Downs, Amsymmetric. 21st, Craig Evans, Team Black Diamond. 2, Mark Heron. What's it say? Amsymmetric. 25th is Barry Van Englehoven, Dutchess Esports Bravo. 26th, Frank T-Bosch, Work Guard by Result.
And 25th is Larry DeLange, 26th Matt Snook, 27th Martin Brennan, 28th Jamie Jeffrey, 29th Simon Chester, 30th Brendan Lennox, and 31st Colin McAllister.
Yeah, so you don't get much of a formation lap round here. They're already approaching last corner. The pace car will peel off into the pits out off your screen, and they've gone.
Down and gone.
Ty Simons has got them napping slightly. There's the last turn, and he's away. So turn 1 here is infamous for having multiple pile-ups and 3 cars going around the corner at once.
Yeah, we got some coming 2-3 wide through there. Uh-oh. Well, so far so good. So easy to go off the outside here.
It really is. The track really tightens up on you quite quickly.
Yeah, it does.
Whoa, that's close. Whoa. Who was that? That's a good overtake there. I think it was an overtake anyway. On Anthony Downs.
He might have to change his panties, whoever it was.
3 wide is that, going over the brow of the hill.
That's brave.
Brave or ill-advised?
Oh, here's another spot you can have problems.
Whoa, where's that Ferrari going? It's not a Ferrari, it's a plastic one.
Oh, a plastic car.
Yeah, plastic Ferrari, Bill.
Proudly made in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
I don't know if Jamie Wilson was making a 3-wide move around the outside there, or whether he was just keeping out of the way of everybody.
Well, he's second off last at the minute, as far as I can see, so I think he was keeping well out of the way.
I think he's
Yeah,
trying
we've
to.
got an inset camera of his car there.
He's trying to. I think he's trying to avoid the first couple lap carnage, to be perfectly honest.
Well,
Yeah.
He's certainly not second from last. He's up 3 places already.
Yeah, so where is Simon Chester, Colin McAllister and Brendan Lennox? Are they just miles back?
Oh, there's.
Oh, hang on. Frank T-Bot.
Frank T-Bot? Yeah, Frank. Who was the other car?
Can't possibly rely on us. Oh, that's a shunt.
It was a shunt from behind.
Oh,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that was.
Matt Snook.
Oh, it is, yes. Car 15.
Funny, they called it.
Oof. Whoa! Oh dear, that's an asymmetric car going round a bit.
Wow. How the
Callum
heck did
Mooney. Whoa! Ow, ow, ow.
Ouch. Oh, baby.
Who was
Oh,
that?
that's broke. That's broke.
Everything on both cars, I
That
think,
was
is broke.
Brendan Lennox.
Right, he tried to get out of the way, and
Yeah, if he'd have stayed on the racing line, he would have been all right.
yeah, I mean, on board with him, this is going to make me jump again, isn't it? Oh, yeah, and yeah, wow.
Jeez.
I don't know what you can only commiserate, right, Stacey?
Totally. That was definitely a squeaky bum moment for sure.
Yeah, I think the squeaky bum was the corner before. I think we've advanced since then.
I think that one was brown bum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have to burn the car. There's no recovering that. There's no cleaning it anyway.
Sphincter tightening exercise on that one.
So first lap complete. On a 125.15. That's not far off a qualifying lap, Clyde.
No. Oh, somebody was flipping upside down there.
Where?
Really?
I didn't see that.
This one.
This one. This is
Marco
Marco
Lowert.
Lowert. Oh my!
Come on.
This is iRacing magic.
Yeah.
And he ends up
Again.
turtle in there.
Yeah. So Marco Turtle Lowert.
Boy, those tires at the end of that guardrail were very bouncy to turn him over. Wow.
There was also a small but not insignificant trampoline on the floor just underneath
Yeah, really,
it as well.
really.
Very strange.
Oh,
So Anthony Downs here seems very racy, but he's under quite a lot. Oh, is that Marcel Kempenaar? Oh, hang on.
It was a plastic car, I think.
Yeah, it was the vet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a lot of
It's
John.
Marcel Kempenaar, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. There's quite a lot of John Deere sponsored cars here, aren't there? 'Cause
He
they're
was
all
the leader, wasn't he?
He
Oh,
was,
we got
but
off
yeah.
track. Oh, there we go.
No, that
Oh
was
dear.
all on his own.
And
Oh,
tried to go blue on blue with a couple of his teammates.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. 2 other teammates involved. Wow.
Who biggest movers and shakers? Jamie Wilson up 3 positions. Jonathan Foote is trying to get on terms with Adam Wright.
Jamie Jeffries, a top mover in AM up 5.
That's good.
And Tyler Newitt's the king of the kids for BSTV Esports.
Yeah, I was going to say, does anybody know any of Jamie's relatives so that we can phone them and tell them, but no need.
And Jonathan Foot behind Adam Wright in 10th place.
Just Stacey, how long are you giving Jamie's run of good form in this race?
Oh, I don't want to say. I don't want to say anything.
It's that stealth paint that we've got on, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is actually quite a good paint. I don't like agreeing with anything that Clyde's done, so. Adam Watson in the council colours there, because he was late to sign up. And he's tracking down Tyler Newitt, smiling
He's going to make a move here.
That's a very confident and very competent move, isn't it? Job done.
You can be pretty sure that Tyler will be fuel saving.
Yeah, he's getting the Michael Taliancic reputation, isn't he? Of having
He certainly is.
Solar-powered car.
And that looks like Stuart Dick hammering on the back of him there, too.
Yeah, winner last time out.
Yep, he's got a long way to go to get to the front of this field, though. And he was my pick, so he's definitely going to die before the end of the race because I've cursed him.
Still got a long way to go, Pete.
He's also in a Ferrari, and it's clearly not the car of choice for Okayama.
No.
I've just had a message from Cole Hardy. He wants to do a shout out to all the result lads.
Are there any in here?
Martin?
So yeah,
Frank.
sorry, my professional head. You what?
Frank as well.
Yeah,
Frank's
Tebow.
in there.
I was joking, by the way. Never mind. This is Jonathan Foot in the mix at the moment. Adam Wright in front of him and Mark Draper behind. Oh, and there he goes.
Oh, well.
Oh, dear. Wow, how did nobody get collected by whoever that was? Was that Ben Cullen?
Two really amazing saves right there.
I think it was. It was Ben Cullen managed to avoid all of that. He's got a very strange line heading through outward curve.
I think it was Mark Draper, wasn't it, in the Ferrari that
did the half spin. Yeah.
Also drifted it.
He had to, otherwise he'd have piled into the back of Jonathan Foot. So here's Tyler making his way through. These turns here, the uphill turns, are very, very complicated. If you get on the gas too soon, the back end spins up really easily and you get no traction and you just end up with melted tyres. And the only time you get any relief is through these two corners, the penultimate and the final corner. And you don't want to really take too much of that green stuff on the outside there, because if you do, you end up in the dirt like I think Jonathan Foot did in the distance just there.
Yeah, that spot you were just mentioning, that's the spot where you really want to get on the go pedal to get a good shot down the straightaway, and you end up in that damn sand trap over there.
Yeah, it's easily done, so easy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And Jonathan Foot has dropped back a place. He's in 11th behind Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know whether I should repeat this line on air, but I'm going to because it's just too weird. David Ayres has said, just to put this image in your heads, he's lying in the bath, playing with his duck, that's D-U-C-K, watching the broadcast.
Too much information, David.
It's actually quite
it looks
scary.
like I've jinxed house by the looks of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard if you play with your duck too much, it'll fall off. Why is Stacey laughing? Anyway. So, Paul Burgess trying to get on terms with AAA, who's in front of him. Oh, this is a good camera. Oh, I like that camera, Sam. Oh, more of this.
That is really cool.
That's better than cool, Stacey. That's amazing.
That is neat. Yeah.
Ice cold.
Yeah. Oh, good choice, Sam.
This is why Kyle is only doing one series in the car.
Does everybody else blink when the cars go over?
No, but I'm
No,
glad
do it
that
on your own.
I'm glad I'm not watching the race from there. Oh, that's all I could say.
Yeah. So, out front, by the way, Ty Simons has got himself a 4.8 second lead. That's pretty significant. None of us chose him for the winner of the race. Tell you what, that's a nice line there. That it wasn't Barry, was it? It was Larry. Took through that corner. He took a slightly wider line, but got a better drive in his Ferrari than the Ford did. This is asymmetric on asymmetric here. James McRitch T and Anthony Downs.
Jamie Wilson's trying to close in on Adam Watson. Or Adam Wright,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, Adam Wright, yeah. And you can see there how wide that BMW is and how long it is compared to the Porsche. You actually get bored overtaking BMWs because it takes so long. You're just constantly overtaking the same car, and you're like, really? I've only got like 3 miles to the next turn. That's never going to happen. Oh, no. Stuart. Oh,
Boy, amazing recovery.
incredible. Yeah.
Held that really well.
Yeah, I thought that was a one-way ticket to the pits. Oh, a tyre off.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Doesn't take much.
There'll be a lot of words that nobody can understand in that helmet right now.
Oh, that's right. In a Scottish kind of way, yeah.
Gary says, is there any water left in the path after David Ayres got in?
And like Yaz pointed out, let's hope he's not got his laptop in the bath, Stacey.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Yaz.
Lessons for life from Stacey. Oh, it's this camera again. Amazing.
I like the way it shakes.
Yeah, it's class, isn't it? You have to make it shake, Sam. I'm
Or is
talking
that
about
just
the
my
camera,
Parkinson's?
not the duck.
Yeah, I think it's at the max setting quality. So
Right.
Oh,
I
that's
cannot
cool.
do more.
Awesome.
You don't need more, that's perfect.
Yeah, so, Tyler. Sorry, Tice is stretching his lead. 5.7 seconds now is his lead. I think he is proving very clearly that he has overall pace, Clyde, don't you think?
Yes. What's he got out in the lead at the moment? 6
Nearly
seconds?
6. Yeah, nearly.
Yeah. The thing is with these races that we never know is who is fuel saving, who's not, what tactics people are using. Yes, ultimately at the moment Tyson's got the pace over everybody, but are other people saving? It all comes together at the end, doesn't it?
It does, and Tyler the Smiler, who he's now going to be forever known as, he's moved back 1 position so far. Adam Watson's picked up quite a lot. He's picked up 3. Not as much as Jamie Wilson at the pointy end. Who's that?
Simon says off track.
Between Jamie and Martin, and Baz has made a place up as well. Was there anything that's happened there?
I don't know yet. I've got 0 on my screen at the minute because...
Simon Chester spun coming out of Revolver.
Oh, there, yes. He got off the track though, that's good.
Yes, he did.
Right, so the question was, Martin Verschluven, were you?
Oh, Jamie spun too. He went off on the outside.
Oh,
The
yeah.
same corner.
Somebody greased Revolver.
Apparently, yeah.
There's another one. Or are we back to normal now?
Can't beat a bit of grease on your revolver.
Absolutely. What? What was your question, Stacey?
Oh no, I was just saying that you just showed it just now that I could see that Jamie had actually changed places with Martin. I
Right.
thought it was a bit of a shock. Clearly something that had happened to Jamie, so you've just shown it, so that's good.
Cool. We aim to please. Jamie Wilson up 7 places so far in his massive BMW. And then, so we'll go through the top 5 of each. So, Ty Simons, obviously, is your pro leader at the moment. There he is, making it look easy. Not a problem for him. Gas pedal, only a few millimetres away. Second in class at the moment and 6.5 seconds back is Abdul Al Amri in his Porsche. Very stylish Porsche. You can see exactly where Paul Burgess is in 3rd place. Trying to get back on terms, but he's gone under some duress at the moment from Martin Verschluven's very pretty at the front, ugly at the back Ford. Sorry, no, it's a Porsche.
Is that his car or is that Martin you're talking about?
It could be both, Clyde. It really could. I don't know. I've never seen him, but maybe people. It's a bit like people's dogs. Yeah, people say people buy dogs because they look like them. So anybody owning a pug out there, unlucky.
I bet Yasna's got one.
Yeah, I'm not sure the bug is dog. To be fair, it's more like a creature from the hell.
Yeah,
Somehow.
yeah, something out of Tolkien, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's not
Yeah.
a dog. If people that say this is a dog, they are just lying to you.
Yeah. So 4th is Paul Burgess, and then Adam Watson in the Council Colours Porsche. He's in 5th. So we'll do AM next. Anthony Downs. My bid for the winner of AM has risen to the top like the cream does on the milk.
You're doomed, Anthony.
I have just killed him, yeah. He's currently 16th overall, 1st in class, and ahead of Mark Heron by only 2.7 seconds, although it looks less than that. Have I got that wrong? No, that's right. Yeah, it looks a lot more than that.
We haven't talked much about Mark today, have we?
No, not yet. He's very, very capable. I used to end up racing around with him constantly in the TCR, but he's not in it this time. And then 3rd in class in a plastic Ferrari is Marcel Kempenaar. There he is. Your favourite car, Bill?
Made in Bowling Green, Kentucky, baby.
Hey! So he's 3rd at the moment. He's 2.7 seconds back as well. So equal gaps at the moment. 4th is Barry van Englenhoven, up 4 places though, in his Ford. Good looking at the front, ugly at the back. And then Larry DeLonge in his Ferrari. I don't know if we're saying this. I'm saying his surname right or not. But yeah, doing a great job at the moment. So Dutchie's well represented and doing very, very well so far.
Yeah, and Bob has said that he's a teammate of Tice, and if we send him €100, he'll tell you his race strategy.
It's really not worth €100. It really isn't.
No, I think it's just go as fast as you can.
I was going to say, I can work it out for free.
Yeah. Thor Brander is saying that Tice is looking for his performance bonus.
Is there one?
Could be in the Paceworks team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I need to not go to Paceworks. They'd be taking money off me.
I think the word pace puts you out of it, Pete.
yeah, and works in separate terms. I'm gonna turn the lights on in my mansion. There we go.
So looking back from Jonathan Foot at last time's winner, Stuart Dick.
And that is Mark Draper behind.
Draper, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Ben Cullen.
Is Mark Draper in council colours as well? That's the generic colour, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the league default paint, yeah.
Yeah. Mustn't have submitted anything yet, or doesn't have one.
Clyde, your mom just came by delivering me some coffee, and she said that there shouldn't be any disputes that they're racing make-believe cars out there, so there shouldn't be any crap today, all right?
No, that's very true. There shouldn't be, but there always is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we've hurt Bob.
Hey?
We heard him?
Yeah.
It's worth more than €100, apparently.
Most of Ty Simon's success is his capability. That gentleman can drive an automobile, I'll tell you. Wow, whoa!
Get in, Jonathan.
Whoa!
Give in some...
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Look at this!
No, that's Adam Wright.
Look at this. What
And
a
Adam's
nice battle.
managed to fend that off. Oh, what's that in the background? Oh my god.
Ben
Yeah,
and Mark Draper.
I think it was. It looked like a Ferrari, but I couldn't
Oh
tell
my
through the
goodness.
mist. Wow. And Jonathan's got this move done, and Stuart Dick's getting a bit... He's sniffing for that position as well. Oh, I have to see what happened in the background again.
Wow.
That looked violent.
Well, Ben was behind, wasn't he? So it was either a lunge
Yeah.
or a mistake by Mark. Which
Oh, no,
it's
he's
a mistake
over-
by Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over-rotated in the first part of the corner and then
Yeah.
wiped out Ben and,
Just
without any
nowhere for Ben
control.
to go.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with Ben. He was a victim of circumstance there.
Yeah.
Was that computer error, do you think?
No, that's
No.
driver error, that. Yeah, Ben didn't even know about it. He wasn't even on his screen.
What sort of damage Ben has picked up? Looks like his steering wheel's off to the left.
Yeah, and that Ferrari looks very second-hand, doesn't it? Where's Ben? There's Adam. Jonathan Foot's just naffed off down the road. He's not bothered. Don't care, boys. I'm gone. Oh, there's Ben pitting. Fast repair required. Well, this is an overtake by Stuart Dick, or an attempt at. Very difficult
Yeah,
around the
he tried.
outside here, but if he can stay alongside,
Yeah, Adam tried to squeeze him, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did.
But,
it was a good tactic for a
couldn't
minute.
do it.
Yep. So a good overtake by Stuart Dick. He's going to have to chase Jonathan Foot to that toe again. Meanwhile, further forward, this is very tasty. Adam Watson, very racy, behind Paul Burgess, which is Stacey's call. So, how long do you think we've got for Paul Burgess to stay on the track, Clyde, after Stacey's cursed him?
Well, to be fair to Paul, he, I wouldn't. He's quick, but not lightning quick. But he tends to keep the car on the track and get the good results from it.
Yeah, and Adam just messed up turn 1, so he was very slow into turn 2. This is back with Jamie Wilson in his Chieftain tank, chasing Tyler Newitt in his Volkswagen Beetle. I think we just rebrand all these cars. So we've got a plastic Ferrari, a Volkswagen Beetle, a Chieftain tank. What are we going to do with the Ford here?
Best looking car ever.
No, not really.
Not really, no.
Junkyard.
You are? What did you say?
Junkyard, it needs scrapping.
Yeah. I get that the original version of this was a beautiful car.
Oh, wow. Really
Yeah. This one, not so much. It's like we've got a budget of $1 million to spend on design. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's a back marker, I think.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Brendan Lennox just
Yeah,
get it out of the way, letting everybody past. Well done.
Freaked me out for a minute. It's like they had £1 million to spend on the car, and they spent £999,999 on the front.
The back is there to put you off if you're following it.
Yeah, what the hell is that? I'm not going near it. Looks like something out of a Bond movie. Brilliant. What's Sam laughing at? You've been reading something, Sam. What have you read?
Yeah, look at the YouTube chat. This is gold.
Bit of the YouTube chat. Oh right, yeah, got it. Classic.
Pete, I think the BMW, you got a good name for it, but I think it kind of looks like a Titan Earth mover also.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Adam Watson sorted himself out, and he's now back attached to the back of Paul Burgess's Ferrari. This is not a shameful position. This is for 4th place this fight, and Tom Sluter is staying in with this competition. So these 5, which is 2nd through to 6th, they're still quite close in contention. We are nearly half an hour into this race, so nobody's got away absolutely, apart from Mr. Ty Simons. We really ought to put the camera on him at some point, Sam, just to make sure that he's still on the track and he's not cheating. There he is. So Ty Simons for Paceworks Esports. Oh no, that's not. It's Jonathan Foote. They look the same.
You said to put him on for a second. That's what he did.
He really did, yeah. It's a literal statement and a literal response. So, it seems like Dutch's esports cars are everywhere. Marcel Kempenaar and his vet is trying to get one over on Mark Herron for AM 2nd place, this is for. Again, not a shabby position at all. This is real points and real positions and positions in class. And that's a... Oh, is he going to stop that? Oh, well done. That's good, isn't it?
Well, I didn't think he was going to make that turn.
I didn't.
And meanwhile, Adam Watson still can't get past Paul Burgess.
No, it's he's trying to get back onto the rear wing, isn't he? And then he's going to make a move, I think.
A little mistake, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jamie Wilson, who's right up behind Tyler Newitt in the background.
Look at that for different lines into turn 1.
How true.
Yeah. Paul Burgess, shallow line, lots of grip, ended up managing to exit the turn just as quickly. But Adam Watson, big sweeping turn in, so he's got less downforce, probably, more straight line speed, and he didn't gain on him at all. 2 very distinctly different lines and no benefit gained. Here we go. Marcel. No, Martin even. Verschluven. Oh, no, he's not done it. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, but he's got the left.
He does. It's the commanding line, isn't it? So Abdul Al-Amri gives up 2nd place, for now, at the very least.
Seems like there's a bit of grip round the outside of the hairpin.
And there always was. And now there's even more than there was previously. It's a good overtaking place.
Got an instant picture of Abdul Amri at the controls of his, what's he driving? Porsche. Sorry.
Yeah, his screen's so wide, I think I've said it before, he can see the back of his head if he looks to the right.
A huge screen. I would have needed 2 strong men and a boy to help me put that thing up. Wow.
Totally.
Benefit of having screens like a VR headset.
You don't have to turn your head. It doesn't glitch out. Tyler Newitt's had some problems where it still frames on him, so when he turns his head it doesn't move. And where it's slightly to the right of where he actually is, which is annoying, I'm sure. This is going to overtake this. Oh, no, it would have been. Haven't we already had this overtake done? No? I prefer... Well, I've never tried my VR headset. And Clyde's going to beat me to death if I don't do it soon. Oh, no, that's mine for Sluven. Oh, that was a good battle. Now he's in the kitty litter. He's overdone this on his own, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Martin. Oh, dear.
He didn't hit too far.
No, he just nudged it, but look how many places he's lost. He's dropped 6 places there. Anyway, here we go. Dutchies on Dutchies. He's let him go there. Is that Baz overtaking Larry? Yeah. So sorry. Oh, whoa, Jesus. Sorry, mine's topically correct, seeing as it's Easter. That's a battered looking Brendan Lennox. What happened? How did he get that destroyed? Here we go. Thanks, Sam. He's on his own. Oh, no. Oh. Still made me wince, even though I knew they got past, because that's what we were watching before. Anyway. I prefer triples, even though I've never tried my VR, because I don't need to do anything other than stare at the screens. And you can get a very good field of vision from just having triples, or one gigantic screen, which is what AAA has there, and Gary Craig in our TCR league has as well. Clyde, what do you benefit from with VR?
I think screens, you can make the sim look better, but VR is more immersive.
Right. So you feel like you're really actually in the car, proper simulation.
Yeah, and you've got the sweat and everything, so...
I don't do VR, but I can't tell you I have the sweat anyway, so...
Yeah, I was going to say. The sweat's still there.
Because you eat too many chips.
French ones, fries.
Pete, I hate to... This is really going to disturb you. You probably won't be able to sleep, but... I'm the same as you. I still have a VR thing in the box. Never even opened it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Mine's an Oculus Quest. It's quite an expensive one. Here we go. That should help you there, Stacey. So Tyler in his VR set and Jamie in his VR set. So one's on the outside, one's on the inside of this. I think the immersion piece is very much for those that want the simulation to be as real as possible, but it does come with a few glitchy negative points, and then triples or massive screens is what Abdul was sporting before. I don't know, I think it's the choice for the next generation, one way or the other. I don't really know. What's Martin doing? Is he on a CRT or something? Is he on a cathode ray tube, massive TV with a huge back on it, or is he on monitors?
Mine's on his second VR set. I don't know what his new one is, but he said it's absolutely superb. He said it's amazing. Honestly, I've never seen him so excited. He goes, "You've got to have a go," and I'm thinking, well, yeah, let me have a go.
Yeah, get out of the seat, son.
As I understand, the latest generation of these VR headsets have improved immensely. So, I'd be curious to see one of those the first time.
Oh, hang on, what's that in the foreground? Sorry. That's 2 cars off. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no! Martin Verschleven has got no look at all.
And he just got whacked in the quarter again. Wow.
He did, but he's in the perfect place for it.
Oh, jeez.
Straight in the pits.
2 BMWs roadblocks.
There was netcode at the start of that.
Oh,
and proper tagged as well.
BMW drivers, eh?
Absolutely.
Bet he didn't indicate.
We don't.
That's rough, isn't it? Who was that in the result car?
Frank T-Bosch.
T-Bosch, right. Right, well, Jamie Wilson has now caught Tyler the Smiler.
Well, Jamie Wilson's been up behind him for a while. I think it's Jonathan Foot that's caught the back of these two.
Yeah, it definitely is. He's very quick, isn't he?
In fact, he had dropped back for a while, didn't he? Or did he get in a... Did he spin or get in a...
I think he was in a bit of a kerfuffle with Stuart Dick.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, Martin Van Sluiven's back out of the pits. I just see him coming out of pit road there.
And what did I miss with Adam Watson?
What do you mean?
Wasn't he up behind Paul Burgess?
He was. I didn't notice that. He's behind Tom Sluter now. What's that about? Is he pitted? No, he can't pit.
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
he got in front of him.
Yeah,
Now's a big lockout.
it was.
Sure was.
And he didn't bin it, which is a miracle.
Where is that? Coming
Good
up the
save.
hill?
Up the hill, yeah, the tight right-hander before the pit lane.
Yeah, he got up over the edge there, sideways, or just over the
Should
climb.
know what the name of
area.
that corner is. Mike Knight. I always want to call it McKnight because of Jamie McKnight, but never mind.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Oh, that's
somebody
wide.
caught there. That's Jonathan Foot, yeah.
it is, Jonathan, yeah. Jamie's got the tractor beams onto Tyler Newitt's car now. Have we still got the inset camera? No, not at the minute.
Good thing, Jonathan. Whoa.
We can, though. This is a great battle. Look how he closes on him there. Fantastic, that. In fact, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car train is going to come together if Stuart Dick can get his act sorted out and get on the back of this. I want to know who Tyler's talking to. Who do you think it is?
I would guess it's his teammate, Ben and Adam.
Right. There's a lot going on there. There are a lot of mouth movement.
He's looking pretty serious right now. Well, he's pulled away a little bit, though, up the hill.
He has, actually, and Jamie Wilson's fallen back into the clutches of Jonathan Foot. Is this why? No. We've switched to Marcel Kempenaar, who has done what exactly? Wide at the last turn. Not good, not good, not good. Ah! That's expensive.
Now, there should be a pile of plastic sitting there.
It came to an instant stop.
Yes. Because of the abrasiveness of concrete, that's what that is. Forgot we're not allowed to talk badly about iRacing, are we? Anyway. With respect. That was weird. Anyway.
You were telling the truth. You know, you weren't being
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, totally right.
The thing is, you can't say bad words on screen,
Alright.
but we will never be able to say Stuart's last name. You know? Because
Yeah.
it's not like he's not a dick, you know, but it's Stuart Dick. So this is quite complicated to get around.
Yeah,
I don't know how iRacing can handle someone's name like that, you know.
Do we have to call him Stuart Phallus?
Yeah. or Stu. Just keep it easy.
Pete, have you been reading the YouTube chat?
Not yet, why?
There's 2 bars down a soap in his household.
We told him not to bend over in the
I
bar.
know, yeah. He's lost 2 bars of soap, and his duck, that's where the U has fallen off. Please don't ban me iRacing, thank you. So, Jamie Wilson's definitely sorting himself out behind Tyler. We've still got the inset cameras, so we can see just how close it is on your screens in many different ways. Oh, look at that. He's nearly checking out what shopping he's got in the boot. Oh, no, the engine's in the back of that Porsche, isn't it? So that's not going to work.
That's Stuart Johnson closing in on the back of him as well, isn't it? Way back a little bit.
It's who?
Stuart Johnson.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like it.
Stuart's a nice guy. We shouldn't make fun of him. God,
No, definitely not.
But we're not making fun of him. We're following iRacing protocol.
I got to tell you, that guy definitely got harassed in school, no doubt about that.
So these,
there's a joke that we can say that he hasn't heard before.
without a doubt.
Probably,
yeah. So these 3, you can probably throw a small hanky across the 3 of them now. There's going to be some. Ooh, that's a big lockup from a. I think that's a back marker there, keeping as wide. Ooh, very wide. That's the super wide line.
Yeah.
No, it was nice. He let everybody go.
That was Simon Chester, I believe.
So do we know if Ben's given up at all? Because he's back on YouTube chat.
Well,
no, he just does that. Oh, he's done it again.
I don't think he's on track. No.
Says he is. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No,
There he is. He's
oh
moving.
no, he is. Yeah, this is him binning it. Oh, it's a lovely slow-mo, Sam. Oh, it's very. The artistic work in that is just fantastic. No, it's very existential camera work. Love it.
No, please don't ban Pete iRacing because he's the only one that can use all these eloquent terms. We have no clue what he's talking about.
Even if I'm using him in the wrong sentences. Anyway.
It sounds good.
So, Jamie Wilson, he must be getting a little bit frustrated now. I know he's a very, very patient driver. We've driven with him and ridden with him, etc. for a very long time now. He's on the back of Tyler like a bad rash at the minute.
Well, Adam Watson has pitted.
Hey? Oh.
And I think that's too early.
I would say it's too early as well. We are 44 minutes in to a 90-minute race. I don't think a full tank will go with a full 45, so I think that's risky.
We're only 41 and a half minutes in.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, because of the rolling piece. Yeah. I always forget that we do a rolling start.
If you look at the top of your live timing screen, it tells you.
Oh my god, I didn't know about that. Was I live on air when I said that?
We think just this one's for Brander. Is it still 2 pit stops required? We think this one they can do with a fuel save 1 stop.
But even then, at 41 minutes, as I'm now re-educated to, that has to be 2 stops. It can't be anything but that.
I think you're going to have to do probably 31, 32 laps to do it on a 1-stopper.
Yeah, and there's a few people in the pits. Baz Sluter, Anthony Downs, Jamie Jeffrey is also in the pits. So they may have consigned themselves to 2-stop strategy.
Who's that in the BMW Black Diamond slowed way down? Must be somebody letting people by. Okay.
He was in the incident earlier.
Okay.
Is that Lennox? Or was he in a Porsche? Can't remember.
In the destroyed Porsche.
He was, wasn't he? But yeah, somebody in an incident. Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Jonathan Foote. Yep. Sorry, Bill.
No, that's okay.
Jonathan Foote peeled off to the pits, as did Tom Sluter. I think I saw him in the distance, and I'm not. Yes, it is.
It says he's in the pits. Yep.
Cool. So a bit of a mixed up field now, as slower cars. I say that with the utmost respect, because these guys are still turning really fast laps. Coming out in front of and within the leaders' field.
Now, who is that in between Jamie Wilson and Stuart Dick?
I think that is Anthony. No, it's not. Is it? It's Anthony Downs. Yep, it has to be. I don't know that for a fact unless Sam put... Oh, it is, yes. He's just put his cameras on him.
Okay, yep. So, how did he get there? Did he just come out of the pits? Or?
Yeah, he just rolled out of the pits. Oh, hang on.
And our leader's in, Ty Simon.
Wait a minute, we're watching a... Oh, no, yeah. Ty Simons. So, I thought we were watching a replay of Jonathan Foote.
No, it's Ty Simons. And Blade's coming in.
But stays out.
Yeah. Jamie Wilson's in and Tyler isn't. So, Tyler's solar-powered Porsche carries on.
So I think they're going to be very tight.
Sorry, I was doing car noises as they went over my head. Is that childish?
You heard car noises, or were you making car?
I was making car noises as they went over my head. Is that childish or not?
Hell no.
Absolutely not. Is the right answer.
So Burgess, Newitt, and Dick all stayed out. Simons, Al Amri, Wilson all pitted.
It sounds like a pretty crappy solicitors, doesn't it? Burgess, Newitt, and Dick.
Marcus Bletz hasn't stopped yet. Neither has Mark Aaron.
Look at Paul's livery. That's just awesome. That's the
Really
best one out there.
stylish, isn't it? I like the pattern on the blue.
I'm telling you, that is almost a duplicate of Turner Motorsports in the United States here, and they run BMWs. Oh, speaking of that, Paul Burgess is in the pits.
Yeah, I don't think these guys can go much further.
Here comes Tyler.
Yep, they're all in now.
Yeah.
Stuart Johnson's in as well.
Burgess, Newitt, and Dick, the solicitors that I was talking about, are all in. Ty Simons rolls around the last turn to regain the lead of the race.
But can he make it to the end?
Yes, I mean, it's a gamble, isn't it?
This one's going to keep us guessing.
Yeah, I think so. Adam Watson, however, you would assume has to take another pit stop.
Yeah.
Any commentary from Martin, Stacey?
I've heard absolutely nothing. He's been really quiet tonight. I guess he's concentrating because he knows his tracks actually can be quite hard.
Right.
Not even any swearing.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, my swear jar is empty. I mean,
It's terrible.
this ain't good.
Is he really in there, or is he, bunked out of the window or something?
Could somebody please crash into Martin because Stacey's good.
Yeah, Stacey's concerned about his welfare.
Should be dead.
Yeah.
You can actually hear the noise of the rig, actually. Yeah, you can hear it. So I know he's up there.
Mark Heron is the only one that has not stopped yet.
I was just about to say that.
Stacey?
He's doing well to drag that Ferrari round this long.
Really is, yeah.
You
There
must
he
have been
is.
taking some tips from Tyler.
Whoa! Gee whiz.
That's Baz Sluter. No, it's not. It's Mark Draper, isn't it?
Oh, there's something else going on in
up there.
further up the hill.
Speaking of Stuart, that
Gets the tyre off on the right,
yeah.
and then, yeah.
Just
Hard to
avoiding
control.
Mark, wasn't it?
To be fair, he did a fantastic job of holding that.
He
Because,
really did. He really
yeah,
did.
it's usually a one-way ticket into the wall after that.
Exactly. Yep.
Jamie Wilson on the back of on the back of Adam Watson in the council colours Porsche. He actually drives Paceworks, which is the same as Jonathan Foote, in the blue one behind Jamie, for those that are new to this.
But since he entered the race 30 seconds before it started, he got to have this paint scheme.
Back of paint scheme.
Yeah,
Because
that,
that's what you get
that.
straight out of the box. And Jamie's looking very racy behind him, so we'll have to see what happens here. Jamie was racing with Tyler Newitt, who is now 2 positions behind him. So has the pit stop strategy benefited Jonathan Foote, Clyde?
I think Jonathan Foote is one of the ones that may be a little bit short.
As in pitted early and got the benefit of that, but won't make it to the end.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
he pitted on lap 30. Most drivers.
Whoa, Jamie!
Oh, baby.
Oh my word!
On 31 and the safe one's on 32. And I've got Stuart Dick has crashed somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's unlike Stuart. It really has to be said. I don't either, by the way.
It just came up on my
Event
Here's
tracker.
the picture of Stuart here.
yeah. Perhaps he didn't.
Might have been a tyre off or something.
That was smooth.
No. Flashing lights, that's banned
Stop
on
it.
BSTV.
Minus 50 points.
Yep. For every flash, so you just lost 200 points. Oh, here we go. It wasn't a crash, but you might have the crystal ball version of SDK.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a good line from Stuart Dick.
Wow.
Oh, wiggle.
He couldn't quite get the power down there. That was a good try though.
I'd be happy with working version of SDK.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that will happen a day, you know. It's been worse and worse every so often, so...
Yeah.
Lee asked me when we were live. I just told him to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you know, because this way
Yeah.
you'll be able to see when we are live.
Yeah.
They know one issue with the numbers. They know that issue from 2 or 3 weeks now, and so this is just bullshit, you know. Anyway, used to it now.
And Clyde, Sam said cow turds just then because we're not allowed to swear
Oh, they
anymore.
can't hear him. He's not broadcasting, so we're all set.
Is he not? That's fine then.
I'm sure we'll be getting a
Stuart.
big rebate from STK for all the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like £200 coupon.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And on that day,
Yeah.
Satan will be going to work on a snowplow.
Cows will fly.
Yeah, don't use it, boy. It's crap. Go somewhere else.
We can say that because we're paying for it. Anyway,
Anthony Downs just passed Larry DeLange.
he did. Oh, and that's
Stuart
good from
Dick has
Stuart
finally
Dick as well.
Stuart Dick's finally gotten by. Who's he with there?
Is that Marcel? No.
Yeah, I believe so.
Barry van Engelenhoven. Yeah.
Pete, I've got a question. Jamie Jeffrey keeps flashing up red. Does that mean he's glitching?
Flashing up red.
Yeah.
Are you stood in the room with him? Because that just could be something completely like I can't talk about.
If you look at
Family channel.
it keeps flashing.
Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know what that is. Sam, why is Jamie Jeffrey his race number highlighted in red?
Because he's on the screen.
Because you got him on the screen now.
His actual name kept flashing up.
Oh, that's because he's losing positions generally. Red is losing and green is gaining.
Or he's in the yeah, that's true. Depends
Yeah, the
what-
fact is, I think what Stacy says is because he's blinking. He's just losing connection to the server over the
Look at-
often.
So his connection's poor.
Triple A. Wow. Yeah, he just stormed through about 2 or 3 guys.
He
Unreal.
did, yeah. And he's who is
Oh,
that?
Jamie Jeffrey just left the room or whatever you call it. He is flashing.
He is, yes.
He's glitching.
Whoa, there he is, stealth.
Yeah. And that'll be the explanation then.
Yep, he's flashing red for me too.
Oh, he's doing that stealth thing. So right now, AAA is, if we had his inset camera, hint, hint.
Doing a
nudge,
Bingham.
nudge, nudge, he's doing a Bingham. Yeah, that's where I was going with it. That was a term coined after my internet provider problems that was provided to us by Jamie Wilson. Oh, that was a Porsche very wide. A result one, I think.
Yeah, it was. We're definitely a result one.
So we should see a disappearing and reappearing car in Abdul Al-Amri's screen. Just there he goes. Flashy, flashy.
Oh, is this a swear button?
Oh, it's got to be. That's the new...
If Stacy's not talking, it's probably a swear box job.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Mute it, 'cause we don't want to get banned from iRacing.
Counting her money.
I was actually listening. Damn, not a word.
Really?
Not a
I
word.
don't think he's in the room. I really don't.
I think his microphone's broken.
I think he's in the pub 2 miles away and he's just conning you.
Autopilot.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of string tied on the steering wheel and he just pulls.
I think he's got a beer up there. He's having a party of his own.
It is massively distracting when people are blinking in and out in front of you.
You don't dare move because they're going to land on top of you or something.
No, and to be fair, I had to take the great advice of Jamie Wilson, who's on screen now, and bin my internet service provider absolutely in favour of another one who could.
Yep.
So I thank Jamie Wilson even for that. He provided great advice and sorted it out.
And I feel for Yaz too, you know, living in a country that doesn't seem to have very good electrical or anything else down there. God, the crap he goes through too.
Yeah.
That's racist.
What? I didn't say anything bad. I said they don't know how to do electric. What's, you know.
Who is that?
There's somebody else blinking there.
Yeah. And flashing lights.
That's Tyler Newitt. Whoa, is that Martin getting out of the way again?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay. That was a good thing to do, really.
It was, yeah. It was sensible. Says Anthony Downs, putting a lot of pressure on Marcel Kempenaar. Or is that Marcel Kempenaar passing Anthony Downs? I'm not sure now.
No, they were close. Whoa! They were close together when they came on screen, Pete.
Was leading the AM class and he had a massively long pit stop, so I think he may have taken tyres.
Right, and now he's super quick. Or he forgot to put them off accidentally. Good block pass there, Anthony Downs. Yeah, he got it done, as Bill's saying. It's a very professional job there. Oh, there we go. I always want to say Chris Evans. That's a radio presenter. This is Craig Evans. Every time it goes through my head. Same again. What?
It's his brother.
It's his brother, yeah. Jamie Wilson still tracking down Adam Watson, with Jonathan Foote now in front of them. We have to mention Tice Simons. Can someone just confirm his lead for me, because I don't believe it. Right, 24 seconds nearly. That's dominant.
Wow. Abdel and Paul Burgess aren't too far apart, though.
Jamie Wilson's giving it large here.
Oh.
He's on the wrong side for the next 2 corners, 3 corners even. So wrong side for that one, wrong side for this one.
Look at
and
this.
Wrong side for the last one.
Yeah, there was a little
and he's going to get it done. Oh, that's brilliant.
Little twitch by Adam Watson.
Oh, he's pushing him out. Oh, this is good racing, this. Outside for this one as well. The only time he gets the inside line is on the next corner. Now that is racing.
That was incredible.
Top draw. Tyler Newitt followed him through. Amazing racing.
Tyler Newitt says, see ya.
To be fair, Adam Watson there, he could have just drifted out wide and spun Jamie Wilson, but he did actually touch the brakes, which obviously cost him the place to Tyler as well. So well done, Adam. Not very often I say that.
Yeah, hats off. Very great. Well, fantastic racing from all 3, really. But you're right. The 2 characters in the ascendancy there, in terms of opinion, is Jamie Wilson and Adam Watson. Absolutely.
Well done to Tyler, like grabbing that space.
He got it given to him. It's fine.
You say he didn't work for it?
Only for the first 40 laps of the race. No, all three of them, amazing effort to stay on track racing in such close quarters and not come together. But oh my word.
Yeah, Jamie
Incredible.
Wilson and Adam Watson were door handle to door handle.
Yeah, that was sensational stuff.
Great driving all the way around the outside there.
Yeah, Craig Evans under some pressure at the minute.
Well, he just passed Jonathan Foot.
Yes.
Which is one lap ahead of him. So.
He's unlapped himself.
Yes.
And he's way down the road. So there's the effect of taking tyres at your pit stop. Did Adam Watson take tyres? He didn't, did he? I'm looking at his pit time, and there's no way he's taking tyres.
No, Andy's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, there is that. So Tyler trying to stick with Jamie Wilson at the moment.
We're a little under 30 minutes to go.
Has it gone that quick? Oh my god.
Oh.
Anthony Downs on Baz Sluter there. Takes that back. Anthony Downs being one of the drivers that did take tyres in his pit stop. Although Baz Sluter is fighting back tremendously in the straights, but he's on the wrong side for the turn. Bit of a lock up there from Anthony Downs. But definitely that new rubber, lots and lots of traction. And he's away. Amazing what new tyres can do, eh, Stacey? Yeah, caught her, not at the microphone.
I was eating popcorn.
Hey, whatever.
Can't believe you eat on a broadcast. That's very unprofessional.
Says Cake Boy.
Cake monster.
Cake boy, yeah.
There's been very few dull moments in this race, hasn't there?
Ours has been brilliant. I'm not sure how Martin's doing, but I heard, well, I'm trying to earwig into his conversation, something about tyres.
Right.
Probably I've got none left.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okayama is quite an abrasive and slippy track, which is bizarre. So he's probably overheated his tyres quite quickly. If you can keep the temperature in your tyres down, it's very grippy. But it takes a lot of skill to do that, or several pit stops and lots of tyres. But so he's probably suffering in the fact that he feels like he's racing on jelly at the minute.
As we said, that is in the pit lane.
Oh, there we go.
We've got two in the pit lane, actually.
Yeah, I think Matt Snook followed him in. Jamie Wilson is looking racy behind Jonathan Foot.
There's more people dropping into the pits at the moment. So we've had Craig Evans also pit.
I think Jonathan Foot is trying to fuel save now.
Really?
I think Tyler's got his Red Bull. He's on his way now, isn't he?
He's ODing on Red Bull at the minute. Awesome. Oh yeah, he's popped out. Is he gonna? No. Oh yes, he is.
Look at that! Wow.
He absolutely sold Jonathan Foot a pony there. That was never on, and he still got away with it.
Nice move.
It was, wasn't it? It was brilliant. Somebody. Oh, Adam Watson. Adam Watson has buckled.
Told you.
Yep. Hate it when Clyde's right. Hate it. Your top 5 Pro are Ty Simons, who has a commanding, and I can't say that word often enough, commanding 23-second lead. I mean, that's obscene, isn't it? Over AAA. We should put the cameras on these guys, Sam, really, because otherwise they're going to get no footage because of these three. Sam's clearly gone for a poop. Oh no, here we go. So there's Times. that clearly wasn't going to be on the broadcast because we would have got banned instantly. AAA is 23 seconds behind Tice. Somewhere. What does 23 seconds back look like, Sam? There we go. He's on penultimate corner. Then
yeah, you need to give me the time to run through the full lap and try and find someone else to shoot at, you know? Because this is taking me a while to just roll through the whole lap.
Oh dear, funny stuff. Into turn one with AAA. Then Paul Burgess is in third in the Ferrari. Not too far back, 1.6 seconds with back markers in between. This is Stacey's bet for the win. Unless he's got a DeLorean and he hits 88 miles per hour, I don't think that's going to happen unless Ty Simons crashes. Behind him is this man, Jamie Wilson, who's done an amazing amount of overtaking. 11 places up since the start. Only one driver that I can see is better than that. And that's Barry van Engelenhoven later on in the listing. And Jamie has only a 0.3 of a second lead over Tyler Newitt, right behind him in fifth. And for kicks, Jonathan Foote is in sixth, right behind them. Who's doing the AM class? Is that you, Clyde? I think you should.
So, Anthony... No, sorry.
SDK.
Yes. Barry van Engelenhoven currently leads the way in AM for Dutchies Esports Bravo, with Mark Heron not too far behind him, as you can see, for AM Symmetric. Anthony Downs, who led the first half of the race for another AM Symmetric team, is in third, with Baz Saluter for Dutchies Esports Bravo in fourth. And rounding out the top five is Marcel Kempenaar for Dutchies Esports Charlie.
Sure, top five for both fields. Bill,
Yeah.
Okayama GT3s, it's doing all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been really an entertaining race. A lot of little infighting competitions kind of thing. It's worked out pretty well so far, Pete.
And it's GTEs.
So,
You said GT3, but I know
did
it's...
I? Oh dear, I was even thinking GTE. That's weird.
Oh, somebody's coming in the pits of one of the Fords. I don't know who that was.
Is that Marcel or
Pete
Marcel?
and thinking in the same sentence, that's not right, you know?
I don't know whether you were on the broadcast then, but that was funny
That
if
was.
you were or weren't. Ben Cullen says, Tyler says his pass was better. I don't know about that.
That statement's a little self-serving, isn't it, Ben? Come on.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, goodness.
However, I do have to race with Tyler on Monday night and Tuesday night in practice for the TCR GT4 series. So, where are we this week? Is it Sonoma?
Yeah.
Is it?
It looks like Mark Heron has passed Barry Van Engelenhoven, whatever his name is. Barry Van Engelenhoven. I'm sorry, Barry.
Yeah.
He has, yes. Good spot, Bill.
Good. And good from Mark Heron. Mark Heron, did he take tyres? I don't know. Can't work it out.
Well, he pitted last, too.
So he's probably just on newer tyres.
He was the last one to come in.
No, looking at the time, I think Stuart Dick took tires, Anthony Downs, of course, Jamie Jeffrey, Adam Watson currently, which is quite weird on the second stop.
Yeah.
I think his tyres were shot.
Yeah, 1 minute in the pits, that's a long time Maybe something else than tire, because that's really long.
That sounds like damage as well, doesn't it?
You know, when
Yeah.
Adam Watson was battling with Jamie and Tyler there, he was falling back pretty quickly all of a sudden. That's when he went into the pits. So something else could have been wrong, Pete. You're right.
James Ritchie is in the pits.
Oh, hang on.
In the pits now.
Adam Watson.
Adam Watson, yeah. The car's not going up in the air. There it goes. Okay. Yep, must have come in for tires. Either that or the crew is adjusted for a little more ground clearance. Nope, that's not it.
Yeah, he's back on the ground and he's not moving, so that's probably a pit
Penalty,
lane
maybe.
entry
How about it?
or something.
Yeah.
How about incidents? Is he in for that, maybe?
I don't have thought so.
That should be a drive-through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was going to say the same thing.
Let's try and find on the pit lane entry. Oh, he crosses the yellow line on the left, but I don't think that's an issue.
No, it's like a very efficient entry, to be honest.
That didn't look like he was in there.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought he had a little throttle spurt as he crossed the line.
Well, so you think you got
yeah,
a speeding
maybe.
penalty? Oh dear.
It's Craig Evans.
Sideways from Craig Evans. Mark Draper lets him go, I think.
Adam Wright on Tom Sluter gets it done.
And that's not for a shabby position. This is for 7th place.
A nice pass, too.
Yeah, very good.
I think Tom will have to stop again unless he's saving like mad.
This is his pit lap.
30.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think those that pitted on lap 32 are safe. Those that pitted on 31 are
50-50 at best,
yeah, and 30 and below, obviously they need to pit again.
And there's quite a lot of them. Fairly said that that's from 12th down over.
Yeah, the 31s are the fascinating ones for me.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in another race, some bloke called Ty Simons has a 24-second lead now, which is reasonably obscene. Yeah. Do you reckon he's just like reading some sort of newspaper as he's driving or something?
He's 24 seconds enough for a splash and dash.
I'm looking at pit lane times and thinking it's not quite anyway. Well, he was a 31 lapper, wasn't he? Well, that's your point, isn't it? He pitted on lap 31, so is he marginal?
Does he need a couple of litres of fuel? Is this playing into Paul Burgess's hands?
As the first of the 32 pit stop.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, we'll soon find out, no doubt.
Well, just over 15 minutes left.
How's all the guys doing at the back?
So, in AM class, Mark Heron is your class leader. Tom Sluter, I think, giving up a position, but never mind. Barry van Englenhoven is second. Third is Anthony Downs. Baz Sluter is fourth. And Marcel Kempenau is fifth in AM. And then further down, 1 lap or more. We've got Jamie Jeffrey is just a lap down, but he's 12 positions up from his start position, so that's impressive. Larry DeLonge also 8 now 7. Why is he dropping?
Bob's offering information again for
Oh, is
100
he?
euros.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we will give him more PayPal. This way we'll be able to send us the 100 after the race. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hey.
Bob.
I think Bob's desperate for 100 euros, one way or the other. He doesn't care how he gets it.
Draper is out.
Who is?
Draper.
Oh, yes.
He's
Manually disconnected.
What happened?
I've no idea.
Good catch, Stacy.
Great
I
spot.
heard-
Oh,
yeah. So
see that?
I heard Tom Sluter shout on the driver's comms. Something, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was a that was
pretty
a 10
tasty.
that Ben Cullen
Yeah.
can only dream of.
From a lapped car as well. I can't get why Tom was a bit upset there.
No. I'm only saying that because I know that Ben listens and it'll wind him up. Oh, this is good. Look at this. Tyler on Jamie. Jamie takes a big sweeping entry into turn 1 and straightens his car up quicker. So I think he's got the right line for turn 2 and the little kink, which isn't turn 3, but Tyler's kept with him. So Atwood might be the place to get this done, Tyler.
Wow.
And he's done it.
Nicely done,
He's
Tyler.
flying.
Yeah, that Dutchie's car kind of got into his racing line, but he wasn't that bothered. Jamie Wilson, however, has a very high power, high speed BMW, and he might overhaul that Porsche, and he has.
He wants that space back for sure.
And he's got it.
Oh,
This is good. I mean, Tyler will be enjoying this, no doubt. Although he does like to be in front. He said the other day when we were racing in the officials that he likes to lead races.
Tyler also enjoys sticking pins in wild animals.
And that one's just to get a reaction on the camera inset picture, and he's got it. So there you go.
oh, there you go. Martin's back on the screen at the bottom.
There you go. 26th, not far to the top.
It's not over yet.
I'll be back shortly. 1 sec.
12 minutes to run.
Jonathan Foot and Stuart Dick having a little tussle here. Stuart going to try the same over that Tyler used. Tyler looking to the inside of Jamie Wilson again, coming into the hairpin.
And he's done it
revolver.
again. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, he's on the outside. That's a tough place, but
He didn't manage to hang it round the outside, did he, that time?
Anthony Downs and Barry Van Englenhoven. The two Fords almost in the same spot on the track. How do you like
Oh,
that?
that was a late move by Anthony there.
Boy. That was called sending it. Whew.
Tyler is not giving up, is he?
No. Wow, look at that. What he's going to try to do a cross here. He's looking. No, not quite. Ooh, a little lockup by Jamie. Tyler saw that, tried to jump on. He's on the outside again. Going down through his Piper.
Jamie's so good at defending.
Yes, he is. Uh-oh, locked it up. Tyler gets on the inside of him, going through Redmond, now through Hobbs.
He's certainly putting the pressure on him for sure.
Sure is. That's excellent. Wow. I think Jamie backed out of it a little bit there. I don't think he wanted them to come together at this late.
No, Jamie looked like he. Whoa, that's extreme draft dodging there, isn't it? Not in the military sense, obviously. But yeah, Jamie's clearly wanting to survive to the end of the race.
Yeah. And Paul Burgess is really closing in on Abdel El Amri.
He was until he got that massive amount of wheel spin going up the hill there.
Yep.
Atwood.
That Porsche was beginning to look big in his windscreen, so he couldn't help it. He stepped on the gas hard.
Tempting though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Too easy to do, and he had a bad line through the hairpin there as well.
Yes, he did. He lost a lot of ground there.
I think he's losing front end grip by the look of that car, to be honest.
Who was that man flashing?
I don't know, but he needs to be beaten to death.
He went by Jamie Wilson. Who the heck is
It's Craig Evans.
Yeah. It is a bit ridiculous, yeah. I mean, he's laps down and overtaking leaders. He's obviously got new tyres, etc. I mean, he's obviously very quick, but not at this point in the race.
Yeah, and 5 seconds behind Adam Watson.
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's no point to fight there. Oh, well.
What's that?
Never
That's Adam
mind.
Watson. Sam's very wrong.
Yeah.
Why is
What I
Adam
mean
Watson
is,
crawling
yeah.
down the start-finish straight? Because he did this. How did he not end up in the pits? He's avoided everything there, just about. So good effort, but yeah.
Would you say his tyres are shot?
Who, Adams?
Yeah.
I don't see how they can be. He must have taken tyres in that 1 minute stop.
Yeah. He took tyres on that second stop.
So I don't think they. Well, I don't see how they could be either cold or crap, because is crap a naughty word? Am I going to get banned by iRacing? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think it can be either of those two things, cold or crap. I think it's just a mistake that he's made, trying to push too hard, maybe.
Marcel Kempenaar's in the pits.
Oh, that's going to be an issue for him, because he's not going to make those positions back now. Actually, the people in front of him have all, in his class obviously, apart from Mark Herron, all have to make another stop. Mark Herron is the standout character here. He is first in class, 11 places up from his start position, last pitted on lap 33. Good to the end, you would think.
So 6 minutes to go.
Stuart Dick closing in quickly on Adam Wright there at Atwood. And then up the long haul to the hairpin. Callum Mooney on his own at the moment. A nice paint job, that. So last time out winner, Stuart Dick, struggling to get past Adam Wright at the moment, and this is for 5th place, this little battle here. If you include the cars in front, obviously it's for 3rd place. No, it's not. It's fourth, and can't count.
A little episode with Craig Evans between Tyler and Jamie has kind of broken them apart a little bit, hasn't it?
Have you already commented on the fact that Ty Simons is no longer in the lead? Or is he in the lead? He is in the lead. My SDK screen is wrong.
Yeah, I had to scroll back down because someone in the SDK team asked me if this is happening in race session, and of course it is, because, I would not have put up the issue if it's in replay mode or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, I had to scroll back down. This is why I think that was Colin Mooney, and I don't even look at who I was pointing out. So yeah,
Right.
this is just to put out on SDK thing. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
This is happening.
Whoa!
Oh,
So, I want to see
Adam.
that all again.
Enthusiastic by Adam, shall we say?
And right, and he's ended up at the back of the queue, which is unfortunate.
Stuart Dick snuck through all that too.
I think he was just late on his brakes, wasn't he? He got his braking point all wrong.
Stuart Dick definitely benefited from that.
He did. He got 2 positions out of it, and everybody else dropped 1.
That was hello, thank you. I'll take that.
It really
Yeah,
was,
really.
yeah. Adam spinning. There we go. Again, yeah. So that's a brake bias issue, in my opinion, looking at the behaviour of that car. Too far forward on his brake bias, maybe. I don't think Jamie Wilson's going to be too happy there with Adam Watson.
No, I don't either.
He was a lot closer to, obviously, Tyler before all that. Tyler will be singing all the way down the back straight in a second.
It was Adam Wright.
We're
What
under
was?
3 minutes to go. Yeah, you said Adam Watson. Adam Wright.
I think I got all the names wrong there. I was talking about Jamie Wilson at the beginning, so I think I've had 100% failure on that little bit of commentary.
Well, you've been very busy talking today.
Is that a euphemism?
No,
Is that shut up?
not at all. You were made to broadcast, Pete.
I'm pretty sure that I've not been made for anything. Not useful, anyway.
Come on now. Stop it.
Pete's got the best laugh for commentary as well. It's awesome.
I don't have a good laugh. I've had lots of people tell me over the years that my laugh is A, infectious, and B, hilarious, but
It
It's
is.
brilliant. Absolutely love it. Why do you think I'm here tonight? It's for you, Pete.
oh, brilliant. I might
So
come back.
we're going to get one more lap.
Oh, are we
Okay.
that close? Oh my
Yeah,
god, where did that
128.
go?
Whoa.
My SDK says that Abdul's winning the race, and that's not true, so...
No, Ty Simons is still way out there. Matter of fact, he's heading to the next event. Whoa, who's that? Oh, Adam Watson again. I bet he's had fun today.
Yeah, I think registering 5 minutes before the race is not the best idea ever,
Yeah,
It does not pay in the long run.
also suggests there's a lack of practice there, doesn't it? But... oh, there's battles everywhere at the minute. This one's a hot one as well. Stuart Dick on Tyler Newitt. There's not many places to get round here. It's turn 1 or hairpin. Oh,
Leave
as
us on
I
the
say
last
that.
lap.
Right, last lap then. These two are certainly making a meal of it. Adam
Watson's
Wright.
back in the pit.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Yep. Good spot. He's a frequent visitor. They must have one of those cards that you stamp for the free coffee every 9 or something.
Yeah, Adam just said on the chat that front only is just not a good idea either. So yeah, we saw that, I think, Adam.
Yeah. It was either that or brake bias, and I think the violence of it was tyres. So Tyler's got himself, well, he's trying to break the toe here, but he's got himself enough of a gap, I think, to put that Ferrari off.
Yeah, leader's about to cross the line.
Oh, right. He's that far
There
ahead.
you go.
Ty
Yeah.
Simons, Paceworks Esports, your race winner.
Commanding win. Wow.
By only 1.5 hours.
This is really close.
This is ridiculously close. So, AAA will be shortly across the line, somewhere ahead of these guys. There he is.
Here he comes.
And then Paul Burgess, not long after that.
Paul Burgess drove a tremendous race.
He did, clean and out of trouble. Here's Tyler Newitt, Tyler the Smiler, or Smiler Tyler, either way. Gets out of the
Smiling
toe.
assassin.
You are?
The smiling assassin.
Yeah, the Smiling Assassin, yeah.
And Adam Wright has gotten by Jamie Wilson.
He has, I think. Jamie will feel rather shortchanged. Jonathan Foote with Tom Sluter very close behind. I think that flash was for Jonathan to say good race, because it was. And here we have, who is this? Marcus Blett,
Who was in the...
BSTV. I think it was Ben.
Okay.
Mark Herron wins the AM class. Barry Van Englenhoven in second, with Anthony Downs in third and Baz Sluter fourth. We'll wait for the officials to come through as we watch everybody touring around the track. Guys, great race. No time to not commentate at all. It was absolutely frantic. Any standout drivers of the race for you? I'll give you a few seconds before I choose Clyde first. So, anybody stands out for you, Clyde?
I don't know about stand out. You can't take it away from Tice. That was a commanding win. I thought they was iffy on fuel. I still think maybe Jamie Wilson was. I'm not sure. But yeah, the top three, absolutely fantastic in pro. And then the AM class, it's fascinating, I think, this season. We see Anthony Downs with a commanding victory last week. And then Mark Herron takes away the win this week. I think we could see a different winner in each round for the AM. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. We've seen a lot of crash fests at Suzuka, and that certainly wasn't one of them.
No, and occasionally we go to Okayama as well.
But yeah, same place.
Bill, any standout drivers for you tonight?
Well, pretty much mirror what Clyde said, with a couple exceptions. You can't take away from Ty Simons. That was a commanding win, really was. I think both AAA and Paul Burgess drove a very excellent race. They really did a great job. Tyler Newitt, of course, hung in there. And in the AMs, I was really happy to see Mark Herron win. I know I kind of jinxed him way back a couple seasons ago, and every time he races, he seems to have, this doing real well, and then all of a sudden has this bizarre crash, and he ends up having to disconnect. But tonight, did a pretty darn good job and came home a winner. That was really well done.
Yeah, he did very well. And lastly, Stacey, anybody that stood out for you this evening?
No, there's a few drivers, to be fair. I mean, as you know, Tyler Newitt always puts on an awesome show. Paul Burgess kept it clean, did it for the yellow car, as I like to say. But then you've got like Jamie Jeffrey. I mean, how many places did he actually make up in the end? I mean, I thought that was quite impressive, to be fair.
He did really well, to be fair. He's had a sterling night. 11 positions up from his start position. We should get him in the chat, really.
No practice, no setup. Yeah, really impressed by that, to be fair.
Yep, good stuff. Right then, I'm going to start dragging people in to our interview room. if I can find it. What is it called? Live booth. So, first person I'm going to drag in for you, Clyde, tonight is going to be Tice. And if I've pressed all the right buttons, then Tice should be in the booth. So over to you, Clyde.
Ty Simons, welcome to the booth.
Hey Clyde, not long. We haven't talked for so long.
No, we haven't, have we? Absolutely commanding race from you tonight. Led from start to finish, big lead in the end. What was the secret for you?
Well, yeah, at first I was just pushing and trying to build a gap. Like, I had a perfect start. I think I called Triple A off guard using that start, and then he was already out of my slipstream. From there on out, it was just building a gap and starting to fuel save. My intention was first to just get a shorter last stop, but then I was like, I might even make a one stop. So I started to save even more. At the pit stop, I was a bit concerned because my tires were at like at 60%. No, I should say correctly, like 70%. But the track was getting hotter and hotter, and it went to like 40 degrees at the end. And I was a bit concerned, but at the end I had 33% left on my front tire, on my front left tire. So it was just holding on and doing the fuel saving and doing the one stop that I think made the difference today.
And how tight was you on fuel at the end?
Well, that's actually pretty funny. I had like 3 liters left, so I saved way too much.
And you still managed to get round at a cracking pace, also while fuel saving. So, what's your secret to fuel saving? Is it lifting and coasting?
Yeah, it's just lifting indeed in corners, coasting, but it was also just the pace was more or less just the track is very technical, and like with the fuel saving, etc. I think. It was easier on the tires because you go in way less hot, and just managing trail braking. Like I said, it's very technical track, and I think that kind of made a difference. I'm not sure how everyone else did, like with the fuel saving and with the tires, but yeah, I tried my best to maintain the tire life, and I think it paid off at the end.
Well, whatever you did, mate, you did good.
Cheers.
Watkins Glen next week. What are you like round Watkins Glen? Is this going to be another start of a Tice victory procession?
I still gotta buy the track, mate. Yeah, I have never driven at Watkins, neither on iRacing nor any other sim, so I need to do some practice. But I guess I usually get to grips very easy on a new track, and then it doesn't take long to get up to speed. So I hope I can start soon enough to be on a decent pace, and then hopefully continue this run.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next time out. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
He would have, but I think I just ejected him. I'll bring him back. Sorry, Tice.
He had obviously had enough of you and got rid of you. I was just saying, we look forward to seeing you next time out. And is there any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, to my teammate, of course, Jonathan Foot. We were like having a bit of a strategy discussion during the race, and my team overall. That's great. And you guys, of course, for the broadcast again.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us in the booth, and congratulations on your win, Ty Simons.
See you in 2 weeks.
Right, I flushed him at the right time this time.
Yeah, that's nice. He thanks us before we get to see the broadcast, because I don't think we show him like more than 5 minutes. I think he had more airtime in the interview than the race, you know?
It was a premature fluctuation there by Pete.
Yeah, totally. He's gonna have to...
Pete is the new age gong show, is what it is.
Yeah, totally. That's class. I think he's going to have to pay his sponsors back money because he didn't get much footage, did he? Bless him. Right, I'm going to take on Mr. Abdul Al Amri. So, AAA, how are you doing?
Hiya, hi Pete. Hey guys.
Fantastic race. You were reasonably quiet on the screens that we were showing because you kept your race clean. You did all the things right, but from what I saw, you just lacked the overall speed of Ty Simons. Is that a fair review of the race?
Oh yes, I gave up chasing Thai from turn 1, lap 1.
Right.
He was on pace. And I had to stick with my strategy, which me and Paul worked it out, and Stuart. But yeah, we couldn't catch Thai. There was no point to waste my tires and fuel. And, it would have messed me up in my top. So well done to him. Well done. That's amazing pace he's got there.
Yeah, and you managed to keep a clean race at Okayama. Did you get any incident points at all? Because I didn't see you step off once.
No incident.
Oh, that's good.
Shocked.
I'm not, because I thought that was a super clean race from you. And Stacey was asking earlier in the race, what's the difference between VR and triples or widescreen, and what's the benefits? So you've done both, and you're better than me and Clyde.
Put together.
Yeah, times by 10. So just to get that clearly across, what do you find the better option?
It's always been VR for me.
Right.
And the reason I've stopped using VR, it's the engagement I've got with my streaming. So whenever I'm streaming, having the ultra wide is a much better interaction. And I was worried that would be slower with the ultra wide compared to the VR, but strangely, I'm okay with it. But of course, with immersion, you're gonna have to have VR. It's amazing.
And Clyde basically said that it's the immersion side of things that makes it the experience for the racer. But if you've got other things going on, as in being a streamer, then yeah, triples is going to be the more beneficial thing, isn't it? Because you can react to what's going on around your peripheral vision easier. So no, thanks for that. In terms of your race, were there any standout moments for you?
At the end of the race, my tires were really gone. But luckily, even Paul, his tires were even worse than mine. So I was worried in the last 2 laps because he did say that there's going to be a call from the pits to let him by. And
Right.
luckily, the tires, were not working for him. So that's how I managed second, which is, I'm happy with that. There was there was nothing I could have done with Ty. So next race is going to be in trouble.
Yeah, that's the attitude to have, to be honest. Okayama's not the easiest of tracks to navigate necessarily. It's quite a technical track, and whilst you get a lot of experience on it on the simulator and on the service, it can be quite a challenge. And obviously, Ty said it absolutely all hooked up tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, it's he did warn me while in Twitch. He sent me a message, and the message was, I'll read it to you.
Yeah, do it.
He said in the Twitch chat, he said, "Oh man, you're going to see." This was before the race started.
Yeah.
Right, so I knew the guy is just going to walk away with this, and I'd accepted it. Yeah, so it was amazing though.
Yeah, it was impressive to see. But it's done your championship campaign no harm at all coming in second. Anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
My teammate Paul for these brilliant results. We've done very well here this week. I'm very happy for Paul to get third and myself second, and also for you guys to keep doing this week in, week out, and the rest of my teammates.
Awesome stuff. In that case, Second place, Abdul Al-Amri. Congratulations, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you next time out at Watkins.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Awesome. So, who are we getting next? We didn't do a run through of the grid, did we? It's because my SDK crashed. That's why. That's weird. So, he's already done it. Who did that? Was that you, Clyde? Oh, was that Sam? So, Paul Burgess for you, Clyde.
Paul Burgess, welcome to the booth.
Good evening.
Good evening. Congratulations on your podium.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, I said at the start of the broadcast, and Yaz basically shouted at me straight away, that Paul Burgess is quick, but not lightning quick. But he keeps his car on the track, and that's why he gets good results. And I mean that as in, you know, you're not quite on the pace of Tice, but you're still quick as your qualifying and your race showed. Is that the secret to your good results? Are you making a conscious effort not to drive the car over the edge and keep it on the track, and therefore use your pace to get decent results?
Yeah, I think it was a bit of everything tonight. There was strategy to make sure that I went long in the first stint and cover off any 63 lap race, so I didn't have to worry in the second half. Yeah, it was a bit of, you know, keeping it within the limits. I mean, this is still a new car to me. I don't quite feel confident pushing it all the way, and certainly when I caught up to Abdul at the end of the race, there was a couple of sketchy moments that meant I just backed off a bit and didn't quite settle for third, but I wasn't going to push too hard to try and get him. But yeah, in general, it's finishing and sort of setting myself a target of top fives if I can, and it's worked out so far. So yeah, and then later in the season we can see what we can do there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, being new to the car, new to this league, although you've driven in our other league, what goal have you set yourself for the season? You know, have you set yourself a goal of, you know, I'm going to take a win this season or X amount of podiums? You know, how do you motivate yourself to go quicker?
Get as many points as possible, really. See where I can finish in the league overall, because that's what matters at the end of the day. And it's working well at the moment. So yeah, just want to keep getting those consistent top 3, top 5s, top 10s, just getting the points on the board. And certainly me and Abdul have had a pretty blinding start from the teams championship as well. So that's also a focus of, can we see if we can win that?
Yeah, you're definitely doing well. You're doing well in the drivers' championship, let alone the team championship. Any naughty moments for you today, or was it plain sailing?
The last 3-4 laps were a bit sketchy when I caught Abdul. Like, it was a case of tyres were barely worn, so it was how hard do I push it, and I think 3 or 4 times I relied on the traction control a little bit too much going through a few bends and rear stepped out a little bit. So yeah, it was a little bit sketchy there, but in general it was pretty fine. I mean, fuel saving for the first half generally is fairly comfortable, so following Abdul and seeing what we could do.
Excellent. Well, like I say, congratulations on your podium again. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, Stuart found something in the setup. We were struggling earlier in the week, and he got us a nice little setup that meant we were competitive. So definitely a big thanks to him, and thanks to the rest of the team as well for the practice sessions and advice and working together. It's been good fun.
Excellent. Well, always a pleasure having you in the booth. Third place driver Paul Burgess.
Thanks very much.
Well done, Paul.
He's gone.
I wanted to say well done.
He'll hear it on the broadcast.
Meister has struck again.
Yeah, champion flusher, peeping. Good evening, Tyler Newitt to the booth.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Not too bad. Can't really complain.
So, you've finished. Hang on a minute. Fourth. Just checking that I'm right. Up 2 positions from the start. You had lots of stuff happening around you, but none of it actually impacted you directly. You didn't actually have any impact with anybody, although there was some crashes in your vicinity. Tell us about your race.
It wasn't too bad. I think I was probably the 5th fastest car today, so to grab a 4th is a nice improvement from last week. I think I love most sport, so I think I kind of got in my head a bit since I had the pace of the front guys. This week was very much I know I'm not going to compete with Tice, so I'm just going to save my stuff and see where I am at the end of the race, which worked out really well because I had saved a whole bunch of fuel and tires, so I was pretty comfortable by the end of the first stint. And then the second stint, I came out kind of right behind Adam, Jonathan, and Jamie, who were battling pretty hard. So at that point, it was pretty clear that I wasn't going to catch Paul and Abdul. So I just kind of sat back and saved my stuff. And, one by one, they kind of fell. Like, I'm good with fuel, but I'm not always the best at tire management. So I was pretty happy with the job I did today, because I would say by the end of that race, I probably had the best tires aside from Stewart, who took tires. So it was a pretty good day.
Yeah, you seemed very smooth. And if you were the 5th fastest and 4th finisher, who was the one that was supposed to finish ahead of you, in your opinion?
All
right.
And pretty hard at the end there. I mean, it was, I think I could match the pace of the asymmetric guys, but I just found it easier to be consistent at a little bit slower pace, and that way I was certain on fuel. I almost hit the 33 lap target I was shooting for to cover off, to let me push as hard as I wanted in the second stint. And then it didn't really matter because I was not pushing because I was saving tires. So, I think I could have battled for maybe a podium had things played out differently, but I can't complain. It was a fun race. I had a great battle with Jamie there, as usual. I don't think I've ever had a battle that wasn't fun with him. It was great fighting with Stewart at the end. And, everybody else in there put up a good fight and kept it clean. So I can't complain.
No, you had a great race, and like I say, super clean. Did you end up with any incidents at all?
I got a phantom little 4x nudge from Jamie in the hairpin early on in the stint. We barely even touched, so it was just a little mistake. But no, nothing other than that.
Brilliant night all round, really. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to before we let you disappear?
Yeah, shout out to you guys and BSTV Esports. Adam had a good day. He was a little, I think, nervous about the fuel saving, but he did a great job. I feel real terrible for Ben, because I think Ben had the pace to be right up there with Adam and I, and it sounded like he got, booted through no fault of his own. So tough day for Ben, but I think we all at BSTV Esports have plenty of pace. And certainly Chris does when he gets back from whatever's keeping him from racing. So I feel pretty confident in our chances to bring the fight to the asymmetric guys and the Paceworks guys and the Dutchies guys and everybody this season. I think we're pretty strong. So shout out to them, and shout out to series sponsor, Virtual Racing Association, and everybody else who helps put on the BSTV leagues.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, Ben very much had a Ferrari thrown at him on the start-finish straight, so sympathies to Ben. I'm sure he'll recover from those bruises. And thank you very much, 4th place finisher, Tyler Newitt.
Thanks, guys.
Cool. Right, so it's going to be Jamie Wilson for you, Clyde. Are you sure you can cope with this?
Yeah, well, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, just brave it out. It's Jamie Wilson.
Good evening, Jamie Wilson, and welcome to the booth.
Hello, evening.
Good evening. So up 8 places, I believe, from your qualifying effort. What went wrong in qualifying?
Oh, I just didn't string a lap together particularly well, and I hadn't really done that much low fuel running as practice, so it was just go out, see what I can do. Wasn't particularly good, but yeah, I was surprised to make that much progress in the race, to be honest.
Yeah, you picked your way through the field in that big old tank of a BMW, and then you came across a certain Tyler Newitt, and the racing between you two was absolutely fantastic. I bet you must have enjoyed that with a big cheesy grin on your face.
Yeah, as usual, I was just saying to Tyler in the waiting room, we just needed Wayne Sanderson in between us at some point. But yeah, no, it shades back to my first race, under what is now BSTV, which was the first endurance race of the V8s at Daytona quite a while ago now, which was very similar, all stacked up for the whole time. But no, in that first half of the race, he was obviously fuel saving heavily, and so I thought, that's a good idea, I should probably do that as well. So I was quite comfortable just sitting behind him and what have you. And then I had Jonathan Foote coming up behind at a rate of knots, and I thought, is this go time? Is it not? And I sort of wasn't sure what the best approach was. But Tyler was saving so much fuel that I was nearly close to making an extra lap in the end, just sitting behind him. So I just continued doing that. And then obviously he didn't absolutely pulverise his tyres like I did. So.
Yeah, and towards the end there, obviously you were struggling with tyres, but there was a bit of a, shall we say, brave move from, was it one of the Adams? Was it Adam Wright? And ended up locking up and going into the side of you, which sort of, that was the end of the fight with Tyler. And obviously lost you a couple of places overall, so it could have been an even better night for you.
Yeah, maybe. I think I killed my tyres too much for that to really be a realistic possibility. I didn't really defend from Tyler, but I didn't make it easy for him, making his own move. See what I'm saying? Because I knew it was somewhat a foregone conclusion, but I wasn't about to break and let him have it, sort of thing. I realised how close the other two were quite late on. I thought, actually, we probably would have been better if I had just let Tyler go through a bit earlier, and then I would have had more in the tank to fight those two. Yeah, Adam made a clumsy move. I saw it coming. I was able to sort of avoid it. But it's an easy mistake to make. I don't rely on him for it, and it's at the end of the day, the result's the same. I would have ended up there anyway at that point. So I can't really be too disappointed with it was seventh, I think it was. So yeah, that's not a bad debut for me. I missed the first one, so yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Excellent. Well, the next one is Watkins Glen.
Sorry, correction. I'm not looking forward to the next one.
I'm sure I've spoken to you in the past, and you wasn't a fan of Watkins Glen.
No.
How can you not like Watkins? What's that about?
It's not the track. And in this context, it might be fine, but my overall experience of Watkins Glen, I have a sort of mental association of the old days of iRacing, driving like a Star Mazda around there in official racing, and it was just a mess. And it just brought out all the worst in the worst people turning up for it and that kind of thing. But maybe it'll be better in a league environment. Generally, we've done some used to do some club MX5 stuff around there donkeys years ago, and that was quite good. But yeah, it's just got a sour taste in my mouth.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm sure you'll go really well around there. Before we let you go, any shout-outs you want to give?
Yourselves, as usual, always looking forward to watching this back. And obviously the field, particularly Tyler, because, as evidenced by, what you guys, I'm sure saw, Tyler's a driver you can 100% trust. So racing someone like that is always, the highlight of this series, really.
Excellent. Well, always a pleasure to talk to you, Jamie, and we'll catch you in a fortnight's time. Congratulations on your 7th place at Jamie Wilson.
Thanks, guys.
Go on. Always a nice bloke, isn't he? Fantastic things to say.
He always says it as it is.
Yeah, he's very open, very honest, and what he says is based on absolute fact, which is always a benefit. Now in the booth, we have our, I hope, because I don't have SDK, our first place AM finisher. I don't know how many positions it was in the race. Hang on a minute, I'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12th place finisher, Mark Heron. How you doing?
Hello. Yeah, great, thanks you.
Awesome stuff. You had quite an eventful race, didn't you? You were almost mid-pack, and therefore there was a lot of action, like kind of round about you. But you didn't get hooked up in any of it, really.
Yeah, it was a bit ropey at the start. I didn't expect to be anywhere near the top of that AM class there, but kept my nose clean at the start, like I didn't do last week. So I was determined, or 2 weeks ago, I was determined I wasn't going to bin it in the first lap, and then seeing where I got. When it was about halfway through the race, and I realised I was quite high up, and I thought, oh, this is better than I expected. So, yeah, happy with that.
And Okayama, you've obviously, like the rest of us, driven a gazillion laps around here, but not necessarily in a GTE. So, how familiar were you with the track car combination?
I'd never done it before, and I don't like it. It's not my favourite. The track in itself, I didn't like the track to begin with.
Don't hold back. Just say what you think.
Yeah. No, I wasn't looking forward to it before I started, to be honest. But it turned out a lot better than I expected.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I just knew I wasn't doing very much in practice. I was miles down the pack in practice, so it came good at the right time. I managed to not crash, which was good. So I think that did help me. Finished a lot higher than a lot of other people, so
yeah, it's one of those tracks where you survive to the end and you'll do well because it's very technical, isn't it?
Yeah. I was one thing that definitely helped me was I managed to go an extra lap at the first stint before my pit stop. So I knew I didn't have to look at it at all. I didn't have to look at the fuel. I just had to make sure that I was not going to spear off the track. But I kept my fuel saving at the hairpin up because it was safer. I came out of the pits, and the first time I tried to brake normally for the hairpin, I almost hit the wall. So I thought I'll just continue to save fuel there. That'll be fine. I'll take the extra fuel at the end to finish. So
yeah, I mean you'll have not done your AM standings any harm. You finished with 100 points last time out, as far as I understand it. And you'll have got something like 200, maybe, I don't know. In this one, or maybe 180 or something. So that'll boost you right up the field.
Yep, it's not bad after last week's disaster. It wasn't much of a disaster last time, but it was more of a disaster than I wanted. So, I would have said before this season that this was going to be my drop week, but for it not to be, that's a definite bonus.
Well, that sits right in your wheelhouse, then, doesn't it?
Yeah,
fantastic. And Watkins next time out?
Yeah, I like it. Seem to be the only person that likes it, but I quite like the track. So
yeah. I love Watkins. I think it's a fantastic track, and it's a bit like Okayama, isn't it? You race it early on in your iRacing career, as it is in inverted commas. So you get fairly familiar with it fairly quick. And have you raced V8s? Because that often goes to Watkins.
There's trying the car and spinning off count as racing it, because that's all I've done.
That classes as driving a V8, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I've raced the V8s then.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Yeah, that sets you up really well for the rest of the season.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah, go on.
I have to take some of the credit for Mark's win because I did not pick him to win tonight. So
I knew you would have. I thought that when I was up the front. I thought no one must have picked me this time. So
well done, baby. Really
avoided the curse of Switzer. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody you'd like to thank before we let you disappear?
Yeah, you guys for putting it on. Great race and all the other drivers. It was good fun.
Awesome stuff. In that case, I think I said 12th a minute ago. And top AM class driver, Mark Heron, thank you very much for your race tonight.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Last in our list, and still muted, Clyde, so I don't know whether you'll get to speak to him at all, I think it's Jamie Jeffrey.
Yeah, let's drag him in and see whether he unmutes himself.
I'm trying to terrorise him then, he's in the booth. He's ejected himself, I think.
Okay, so we're not going to get that. So let's go through our finishing order.
Yeah, because I stupidly went straight past that. So
Yeah, I don't know if Sam can get it up on the stream for us.
Up
'Cause
there,
I
yep. It's
don't
up.
trust my SDK.
Okay. Official results in were Ty Simons in first place. Second was Abdul Al Amri. Third, Paul Burgess. Fourth, Tyler Newitt. Fifth, Stuart Dick. Sixth, Adam Wright. Seventh, Jamie Wilson. Eighth, Jonathan Foote. Ninth, Tom Schluter. 10th, Marcus Bletz. That was the pro class. In the AM, Mark Heron was first. Barry Van Engelhoven was second. Third was Anthony Downs. Fourth was Bosch Schluter. Fifth was Craig Evans. Sixth was Marcel Kempenaar. Seventh was Jamie Jeffrey. I got Ben Cullen here. I think he was out at the end, though, but he was in pro class. Got to be more than that, isn't there?
There is behind Ben Cullen, I think.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have James McRitchie, who also was down a lap. He was in pro. 20th was Marco Lewert. He had an accident before. I saw him VTS red. Remember, he hit that guardrail and turned over 15 times.
Yeah, it was spectacular.
And in 21st place overall was Matt Snook. Had a couple issues. 22nd was Larry DeLange. 23rd was Martin Van Schluven, who had a bit of a bad luck tonight. Too bad. He's usually up toward the front. Colin Mooney was 24th. Martin Brennan, 25th. Adam Watson, 26th. 27th, Colin McAllister. And 28th was Mark Draper, who had another tough night, surprisingly.
Yeah, thanks.
Bill.
Yeah, surprises for me are Martin Versleven, Adam Watson, and Mark Draper. They're usually much higher up the field than they were.
Yeah, I think Jamie Jeffrey is now unmuted. Jamie, can you hear me?
All right.
Earth calling Jamie. Come in, Jamie.
Hello, happy Easter.
Hey, happy chocolate day.
Hey!
How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So your race, Jamie, up 11 places from your starting position. You must be happy with that.
Always happy to finish the race. Didn't crash or didn't hit anything, so always a good bonus.
Or anybody?
No one. Yeah, no one today.
Must be that stealth paint, mate.
Yeah, after morning prayers, we had a nice big lunch and a bit of wine, so I'm surprised I made it, to be honest.
Ah, well, at least you're here. So, how did the race go for you? Was it sort of, the first few laps was practice and then you got into a rhythm?
Yeah, so I think at the start I was just sort of thinking about it too much, but and then I had to go for see the little boys' room half an hour in. Luckily during the pit stop, so managed to get that in good timing. And then I just stopped thinking about it really, and the pace came a little bit, and had some great battles with Martin, and I think I was in between a couple of the pros, and that sort of helped me, keep the pace up. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Good driving standards, good racing.
Yeah, we did see sort of halfway through, well, maybe just after halfway, you was in front of Abdul. I don't know whether somebody in your house was watching something on the internet that they shouldn't have been, but you kept disappearing on track. Was you aware of that at the time?
No, to be honest, I didn't. Everyone else was on my screen, but yeah, maybe Dad was on some websites or something.
Oh, okie dokie. Well, next time out, we're at Watkins Glen in this series. Is it a track that you've done?
I think I've done it in the Porsche Cayman. Yeah, I quite enjoy the track.
Excellent.
I'm just thinking whether or not it coincides with our real racing, but I'd love to be there if I can.
Well, we hope you are going to be there, and I'm going to hand you over to Stacey because she's been dying to talk to you.
Lovely to speak to you, Clyde, though.
Yeah, and you, mate. Hope to see you soon.
Hopefully see you soon.
Too
Hello,
late now,
Stacey.
isn't it? Hi, Jamie. How you doing? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Stacey. I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, really good. I must say, mate, really impressed with you driving tonight, considering you've had no practice, no setup, to actually get 11 places is absolutely epic.
Thank you, Stacey. I really enjoyed it. And great racing with Martin.
Yeah, it's quite funny to see you guys actually racing when we actually do speak about actually getting you guys both on track together, actually racing a proper race. So the closest we get is sim racing, unfortunately.
Well, no, I'm still a bit new to sim racing, but I do have to say it's a great bit of technology that we have these days.
Yeah, very impressed, mate.
Yeah, thank you. And I think me and Martin had a few battles over the race. Maybe it's because of my little boys' room trip. Maybe knocked me back or whatever. But at the end of the day, it was all a good laugh, good fun.
Well,
Yeah,
Jamie, you know what, Jamie? The one thing you did really well was you planned both pit stops in one move. That was a pretty good idea, actually.
In one move.
Yeah, you were on a pit stop and you went for a pit stop, so that's two pit
Yes,
stops
yes.
in one.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, thank you to everyone who organised it and all you commentators. It's always good laugh.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us in the booth, Jamie. And like I said, hopefully we'll see you next time.
Hopefully see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Cheers,
Bye-bye.
Jamie.
Maybe see you.
So yeah, great race at Okayama, guys. What are we expecting for Watkins Glen, Bill? Do you think it's going to be as close as that, or do you think because it's a more familiar track for the guys who drive GTEs that we're going to get more competition for Ty Simons?
I will be Tice is a tough man to beat, but I have to tell you, I'd be truly amazed if it's not a great race at Watkins Glen. It's a perfect track for these kind of cars, really is. It's absolutely one of my favorite, not because it's in the country that I live, but it's such a wonderful track. It really is. It's in a beautiful part of the country. It's got it all, baby. Let me tell you, and it's gonna be epic in a couple weeks.
Clyde?
Yeah, do you know what? Sometimes Watkins races, you worry that they're a bit processional. But it's one of them. There's a lot of places that you can make mistakes. And a lot of the time at Watkins, when you make a mistake, it leads to a big crash. So I think again, it's going to go all the way to the wire, and we're not going to know who's going to win until they get those checkered flags.
Yeah, it can mix it up at Watkins. There's a couple of places to get some good overtaking done, if not more than a couple. And lots of places to make mistakes. Always a great track to drive at, and not too far from where Bill's heritage is. Stacey, your opinion on these guys at Watkins?
I've got no idea about this track at all, so I think it's going to be exciting for me anyway, because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure we're going to see the silent assassin or smiling assassin, Tyler, probably come up the field for sure. And yeah, it'd be nice to see what happens. Hopefully, Martin will get a little bit more practice in, and hopefully see him higher up in the field. But yeah, it's a new track to me. It's not a track that I know of, so looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, and ironic you should say that, because I don't think you know where he originally lived, but Tyler the Smiler is from New York State, so he's very familiar with the track. I am absolutely sure.
So we should see him up front.
Well, if he's not winning it, I want to know why. Anyway,
exactly.
you will see us back on screen tomorrow with Next Level Esports GT3 at Monza. It's the GP course. Please don't miss that. It's going to be brilliant yet again. On Wednesday, you can see me race at Sonoma, the Cup course, which is what we ran last season, sorry. On Thursday, we have what's ERU? I can't even remember. That's
I don't think you're involved in that, Pete.
I'm not, but you can still watch it because Sam does the cameras for it.
Yeah.
And then next Saturday, we're at Next Level Esports Endurance Series at, again, Watkins Glen. It's classic boot. It's a long race. And then we've got the Production Endurance Series next Sunday for 90 minutes at Sebring, which will be great because Sebring's fantastic for endurance racing either way. It's a very action-packed week. Please join us on Facebook, join us on Twitch, on YouTube, on any way you can find us, really. Hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe buttons, never miss a race. It's all great fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight. It's been action right from the start to the finish. I'm going to say goodnight, let the guys say whatever they want in summary of tonight, and then say goodnight. And we'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow, if you've not got too much booked. I have nothing booked because I have no life whatsoever other than doing this. So over to Clyde, and good night.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks to VRA for sponsoring the series. Thanks to the drivers. Thanks to the viewers. Thanks to my fellow commentators and Sam. Good night.
Yeah, thank you everybody for whoever's watched this evening and put up with our antics. Shout out to our colleagues and especially to Stacy, the keeper of the swear jar. I mean, that's a very important job. I'm glad she took care of that. And of course, Sam Boozin with the wonderful directing and editing of this program. Guys did this is a great turnout, good drivers, a lot of fun to watch, and I got a better mental attitude toward Okayama seeing these guys race around here. It was much better. So looking forward to Watkins Glen, though. It really is an ace track, and it's absolutely one of the best in the United States. So looking forward to that, and have a good evening, everybody, and happy Easter to you.
I want to say thanks to all the drivers. Thanks for everyone for watching. And guys, as I always say, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoy it. Happy Easter, everybody, and I'll see you next time.
Whatever they want.